Can't believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you were gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we got that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little dick, dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audit. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. "But I'm in a stall," she cried. "Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom," DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while. The woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, "Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom." And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. It was great. Oh, we gonna hit it. They didn't quit it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to the show. Yeah, baby, here we go. That's the truth, don't you know? Because Hezokuai is here. No, here. Come on, here. What are you doing? Stop it. Cut it out. Put me on the screen. Ah! What's up? Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. Oh, it's Monday. Well, that's all right, because you got me to cheer you up on this wonderful Monday morning. Believe it or not, it's a good Monday. It's a good day. It's a good day for everybody all the way down the line, because we're all here. And that's all that matters, is that we're together. Any morning that you wake up is a good morning, dag nabbit. Hello, how y'all doing? Did y'all have a good weekend? I hope so. A lot of you were here on Saturday for my Saturday show. Thank you for joining us. As you may have noticed, on Saturday, unfortunately, according to Asia, had a family situation she had to deal with, so she had to log out early. But that's all right. I'll keep in touch with her. We'll reschedule her for another time. But we still had a good time. We actually ended up going 5 hours on Saturday. It was amazing. Time flies when you're having fun. Mike D, that's me. Come on and get some. MIKE to the D. You come to see me, then you pay your fee. Do what I do professionally. To tell the truth, I am exactly what I want to be. So add rock on and MCA. Yeah, let's rock this joint in the old school way. What? I know what I'm talking about. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to say hello. Hello. Who do we got? First was News Now Enemy. All right. And here's the first happy dance of the day dedicated to News Now Enemy, who is a wonderful fan and gave me this beautiful News Now Enemy cup to drink coffee out of. D1licious. Here's your happy dance, pal. All right. Thank you very much. Garth Nader, are you accepting guests? It's not impossible. We'll see how the day goes. But if you're still here in a little while when I, get caught up with all the things I wanted to cover, we'll see, because I already kind of invited someone, but it all depends on if and when they show up. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's not impossible. Little Chihuahua, Big World, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you. News Now Enemy, Little Chihuahua. Vestige of Peace, what's up? Good morning, good to see you. Oh, I love you too. Big hugs for everybody. All right, Welsh News Network. Ladies and gentlemen, the Welsh News Network, Becca specifically from the Welsh News Network, is doing a reading aloud my book on their channel. They did part 1 and part 2 so far. It's great stuff. If you guys, want to hear Becca read my book as opposed to my scraggly butt, go ahead and check them out. It's good stuff, man. And I'm honored, every time. Oh, I love it. I love the reception. My book has been way more positive than I possibly ever could have imagined. I appreciate it so much from you guys. Speaking of which, I also got 2 gifts from my fan, Welsh News Network. I got this beautiful Welsh News Network hat. I got the headphones on, so it kind of looks funky, and Welsh News Network coffee mug. All right. Here, let's see if I can do it proper. I'm having a good hair day too, dagnabbit. All right, see? Fits nice, all good. Thank you so much. But I'm having a good hair day. I want to keep it looking nice. I like being handsome, dagnabbit. Melissa, good morning. What's up? Good to see you. Danny, good morning. Good to see you. As always, Vestige of Peace, Little Chihuahua. How's everybody doing today? Wonderful, I hope. Let's see who else is here. Greg Jonick's in the house. What's up, Greg? News Now Enemy, Danny, Greg Jonick, Danny, News Now Enemy. Scott Ammo, what's up, Scott? Good to see you. Grandpa's in the house. What's up, Grandpa's? Hey, Parson 1122, what up, peeps? See, I never say peeps because the stupid Eli ruined that word for me. Ray, there she is. All right, see, that's what I was talking about earlier. So there's a possibility that we're going to have Ray up here this morning, because I was talking to her last night and wanted to talk to her about something. Let's see, Vestige of Peace, Society Red. Are you still Ray W on Discord? If you're in my Discord, send me something just like a hi or whatever, and then I'll respond with a link if you want to come up and hang out for a minute. Talk about what we were talking about last night. Luna Knights, what's up? Good to see ya. Maserati 5000 GT, welcome. Good to see you. iKiss is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. It's always great to have iKiss here. Peter K, what's up? Oh my God, rap this early on a Monday morning? I should have made my coffee stronger. Hey, you know what? I'm cooler than a cucumber in a bowl of hot sauce. You got your rhyme and reason, but got no cause. You think you're hot to trot? Think you're slicker than grease? I got news for your cruise. You'll be sucking like a leech. Can't front on that. Let's see. Vestige of Peace, Ray, Chris Kelling, Edie Marie, what's up? Good morning, friends. We could use your prayers. One of our cats is really sick. All right, thoughts and prayers for Edie Marie's cats, man. Let's go. All right, let's support the good vibes for everybody. Awesome sauce all the time. Let's see. Vestige of Peace. Hey, good morning, Vietnam. Oh no, Ian Smith, what's up? Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going into this live stream to see if they respect our right to watch this stream and hopefully educate a few people. Yes, I like that. Blackheart Knight, Ray, P. Barnes, Edie Marie, Texas Tim, what's up? Good morning. We got Sue Bear in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Let's see, Ray, Edie Marie. Who else is here? Highway Star. Yeah, all right. Oh man, you know, he's ever since News Now Voodoo started giving him a hard time last week. He's trying to hide all of his Osmonds records, but he doesn't have the heart to part with them. Let's see. That's what News Now Voodoo told me. I don't know if it's true. Vestige of Peace, Salacious, Suber, Ray, News Now Enemy. My wonderful and beautiful, fantastic producer, Salacious, is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Jammin' Jet's in the house. What's up, Jammin' Jet? Good to see you. Salacious, Ray, Jammin' Jet, Vestige of Peace, Sue Bear. I got the joy down in my heart. Down in my heart, because it's Monday and I'm hanging out with all of you guys. I love you guys. You are the best. Maserati 5000 GT. All right. Terry Barnes, Danny, Frauditor, Ram is in the house. Fire up the treadmill time. That's right. I told Frauditor Ram if he comes in here while he's on the treadmill, I'll sing him some LCD sound system to keep him going. So let's see. Which one should I do? Drunk girls. Drunk girls. Drunk girls like to oh man, they like to file complaints. I say, oh, I believe in waking up together. Oh, I believe in making eyes across the room. All right, Becca from the Welsh News Network. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Let's see. Highway Star, Terry Barnes, Maserati. Who else is here? Who do we got? Jammin' Jet, Blackheart Knight, Methodist Dave. It's all right. Danny said to taste the voodoo doll. Oh, baby, we're going to happen that soon. Yo has the weapon of mass destruction. G'day, bloke. Hey, g'day, bad. That's right. I am the weapon of mass destruction of Frauditors. The Frauditor Destroyer is in the house, in the hizzy, and ready to get down and boogie with these Frauditor nightmares. Sasha Red Hair, Sorsha, dagnabbit. I don't know. Okay, just from my experience in life, Sorsha Red Hair just makes me think of like that you're somehow along the line related to Vikings. I don't know. Thank you. I'll be lurking. You got it. All right. Working and lurking. All right. I love it. Oh, man, I should make that a t-shirt because so many people watch my morning show or listen to it while they're at work, working and lurking. That would be awesome. We got Care Bear in the house. We got Sue Bear and Care Bear. Awesome. That's great. I love that. Do I not have the best fans in the world? Come on, guys. Lunar Knight, Sue Bear, Salacious, Scare Bear. Dad farted. There he is. What's up? We still got to find a way to figure out your address, homie. We gotta get you your prize, man. Let's see. News Now Enemy. Peter K. It's unnatural to be this happy and this energetic on a Monday. You think that's bad? Wait till you see what happens when I start getting super chats. And in fact, it looks like some already come through. I just haven't caught up yet. The Caucasian Sasquatch is here. All right. I was hanging out on his channel last night. We had a good time. Let's see. P Barnes II. What's up? Let's see. Becca. Ray. Super. Let's see. Who else? All right. Rajara. All right. Welcome. Let's see. What else we got? Salacious, Danny, Care Bear, Garth. Can't front on that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Rock Hall and MCA. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Come on, guys. Where's Pack? Where's Hole in My Groin? What are you guys doing to me? Maserati 5000 GT for $10. We got to wake up News Now Voodoo with a good tasing. All right, here we go. All right. Hey, wake up.
Hey, what are you doing, man? Look, what the hell is this crap? It's too early in the morning for this nonsense. Who did it this time? Who's Maserati 5000 GT? Oh, thanks a lot, pal. Thanks a lot. Look, you see, I'm gonna use my press pass, my tiny black little heart, my handcuffs, my untied shoes, my rotten teeth, and my magic camera that gives me all the rights and takes away all of yours. Ha ha ha! All right, Maserati, I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm gonna dox you by going to your local library, and I'm gonna harass all of the women who work at the library and show them that I have the rights and they don't. And I go get tased. Hey, now it's too early in the morning for that. Ow! Has! God! Stop stabbing me in the face! No, not in the nuts! Alright, go back to the face! Back to the face! Ow! Oh no! There is no expectation of privacy in public, you douchebags! Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we got 2 from Greg Jonick. Start off the week right. Tay's News Now Voodoo. All right.
Holy crap! I didn't even get over the first one yet. You guys are crazy, man. Just because I'm the pimp and you're the simp, I've been eating all the shrimp. You think you're going to have me tased on a Monday morning? What a horrible way to start the day. You guys want to keep me grumpy? Hey, let me tell you something, Greg Jonick. What is it? Jonick? Yeah, Greg, what, like Greg Brady? Huh? Yeah, you're still in your dad's attic with your hippie room or whatever. Wait, what are you talking about, man? What am I? It's too early in the morning for this crap. Oh, no, not the back of the head. Your policy doesn't trump my law. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Greg, for the $2. All right. Let's see, what do we got? The Lunar Knight's Dark Soul. Good morning. What's up? Let's see, Terry Barnes, Dad Farted. Roisin, what's up? Good to see you. All right, always good to have you here. Dark Soul. Danny, for another $20. Give this to the people who need an entry, and yes, to help Artie not win. All right. Salacious, go ahead and whoever. All right, first, since it's $20, let's do a couple. We'll let Salacious decide. She'll, hit me up in Discord and let me know. So just if you want an entry into this month's raffle, just put an I love Salacious in the chat. Starting now, Salacious, keep track and see which ones you're going to add to the raffle. All right. Already 2 tasings on board, but only 1 happy dance. Come on, guys. All right. I'll get you. Cheeky Monkey's in the house. Literally my first ever subscriber that, was part of this whole scene. All right. Excellent. Blackheart Knight for $2. News Now Voodoo, pimp equals pimple. Pimples get popped. Pop him equals tase him. And then we got $2 from Sue Bear. I just want to beat Uncle Artie and win the raffle. All right. So we got a tasing and a happy dance on deck. So I'm going to combine the two and do a happy tasing dance. Katie Zed's in the house too, by the way. All right, here we go. The tasing happy dance combo.
What? No, I don't like this one. This one's not fun because it's supposed to be fun because I dance. Oh, shut up. Ouch! There was no real happy dance. Give him a real one.
All right, see, this is fun in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. We love it. We don't want to beat up real frauditors, so we beat up the voodoo frauditor. That's the best way to do it. Rosanna Massman, what's up? Hey, all right. We ain't fooling around tonight. We got Creighton Rabs, all right. I love Salacious, you know it. Let's see who else. What do we got? Another 20 pounds from Nelson News Network, all right. To stop Artie from winning. I make more money from people wanting me to make sure that Uncle Artie's entry doesn't get counted. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the happy dance for Wilson News Network. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. All right. Maserati 5000, Rosanna. All right. It looks like I'm caught up. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Time to start the show. Wonderful having so many beautiful, wonderful, fantastic people here this beautiful Monday morning. Love it. Love you guys. This is great stuff. And as you know, I always like to start the day with my reading from the Constitution of the United States of America, my hardcover Constitution that I received as a gift from my wonderful fan, Unclean Hands. And when I was putting together, by the way, over the weekend, I finalized putting together all the prize packages that I'm going to ship out from this month's raffle or last month's raffle. So that's all going to be going out within the next couple of days. But while I was digging through all this stuff, putting everything together, I found something that I thought I would never see again. So I don't know if you guys remember, those of you who've been following me for a while know exactly what I'm talking about. Not last St. Patrick's Day, but the St. Patrick's Day before that, on a live stream, I was hanging out with, on the live stream, I was hanging out with Team Skeptic, and I printed out one of Chili's trifolds, and I burned it on the live stream. But then I have a video I filmed the next day where I did my impersonation of Chili, and I used the trifold prop. I have the prop. This is a legit printout of his trifold that I used as a prop in a video. So I've decided that I might actually make this one of the prizes, not because it's Chili's trifold. In fact, you know what I'll do? Right now, I'm going to take my Hezokuai, my custom Hezokuai stamper, and I'm going to stamp it right here. There you go. So now it's got the Hez logo on it for Hezokuai. And maybe I'll make this one of the prizes, just because it was actually a prop in one of my videos for real. But for right now, I'm using it as a bookmark to mark the First Amendment, our daily reading of the First Amendment, so we all know where we're at and we're all on the same page. The First Amendment, I'm going to read it out loud. Amendment 1, freedom of religion, press, and expression, ratified December 15th, 1791. Quote, anyone who randomly harasses people by shoving a camera in their face can do so with absolutely no consequences. The First Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. $2 from Melissa, $5 from Melissa. I'm starting to feel bad for News Now Voodoo. Nah, just kidding. That's right. That's right. That's whenever you get mad at any of these guys. Danny gifted 5 memberships. Holy crap, Hammer Sauce McGee. All right, we're gonna do another Happy Dance Taser later. Since I got 2 on deck here, let's go. Let's go.
All right, I blew it. Let's try that again. Clive! Ouchie, ouch! Oh, no! Oh, shit, I just stabbed myself in the thumb. Ow. Poster 7 says I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, with no rules. Ouch.
I stabbed it right all the way through him, right into my thumb. First time. I've been stabbing the crap out of this guy for months now, and that's the first time. Oh, well, no, it's not the first time I stabbed myself while doing it, but it's the first time I stabbed all the way through him into my thumb. Ouch. No big deal. Hey, anybody want some Hezokuai DNA? I'll touch some of your prizes with my thumb. It's coming, but not today. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm gonna bring somebody up here real quick because there's something I wanted to discuss. We were talking about this a little bit yesterday, and we're getting into it. Let's see. All right, yeah, hold on. I got you, hon. No problem. I got you. Just let me get this done real quick. Yeah. Just gotta pull up my Gmail, get this stuff together for all y'all to see. We're gonna have fun talking about these douchebag frauditor, douche canoe, bunghole head face, ass crack sandwich eating bungholes. All right. So I'm gonna. All right, I spelled my own name wrong. There you go. That's more like it. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. You are the best fans in the world. No one could be better than you guys, except maybe for if I was there with you. Or see, that's why I was thinking about. I sent you an email on. All right, that's what I was thinking about. Maybe someday having like a meet and greet, like since I wrote the book, the Frauditors Handbook, maybe like a book signing. We all get together, hang out for a while, sign copies of the book, have some fun. But I don't know how that would work, like travel wise, if I'd have to like do a tour or I don't know. I just thought something like that would be fun, because I love giving back to my fans. 5 more from Danny. Wait, do we got Danny gifted 5 and then 5 more, or is it the same 5 and I missed it? Who cares? Here's another happy dance because why not? All right, thank you very much. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Ray Ray. What's up, Ray?
Hey.
All right. So, what I wanted to talk to you about, and like I said, for the audience, you guys who didn't see it don't know, we were talking a little bit last night on Frauditor Ram's panel about how, well, why don't you say it? Because there was a specific wording that you used that I just love the way you put it. It doesn't end.
I don't remember.
It doesn't end for
We
them
were
when the
talking
camera.
about, the nightmare does not end for them when the cameras leave. I
Right.
think that's the way I put it. When
Yeah.
these frauditors go and stand outside of the businesses, when the cameras leave, the nightmare is almost just starting for them.
Yep.
Believe it or not, with the call flooding and all of that.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what I wanted to talk about. So, if you want to get into it, absolutely. That's basically what it comes down to is I want to make sure more people understand like it isn't just what you see in the video. It isn't just the frauditor goes there, does his nonsense, causes trouble and leaves. Sometimes getting someone arrested, getting someone pepper sprayed, maybe even getting someone fired. But on top of all of that, the business themselves and other local businesses in the area have to suffer. Ray Ray's been looking into this. Go ahead, tell the people some more specifics about it and what you've found to be happening to a lot of these people.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. I feel so bad for these people. What they have to go through with them being there. I have found out that, I mean, a lot of this you guys already know, that they, before they even start recording, they will antagonize, call names, just to get people heated. And then they'll throw off the devil horns and put on their halo, turn on the cameras, and act they have been doing nothing but recording. And these people look like they're crazy, So we all know that already. We all know that they do that. And then they will edit on the fly. So if the police are called, they will look like they have done barely anything wrong. Does that make sense? And then they stand there for hours. We get a little snippet of what they've done, but they will stand there literally for hours, maybe all day outside of these businesses, just antagonizing them nonstop all day. Can you imagine that? I can't. I can't. We look at videos and we look at them, you guys edit them, you guys have to look at them for, a long time while you're editing them, but we as an audience get maybe 10, 20 minutes of it. They get hours of it, of these people standing outside of their businesses, calling them names, antagonizing them. I I can't imagine what they're going through. So when I call them to try and tell them that there are ways that they can fight back, they don't believe I'm on their side, because by the time I get to them, I'm like a third layer. They've been through them standing outside of their business, antagonizing them all day. Then they've been through the call flooding, which has probably started if they were doing a live stream. And if not, they've gotten their subs first. Their rabid, nasty subs that have gotten their videos first. And then they've gotten call flooded through them. And then by the time we get it, we're like a third layer. And if we're trying to help them, they don't believe us anymore. So it's hard. Sometimes I've gotten hung up on, you know, they've called me names back. They don't answer their phones anymore. They've just shut down their phones because either their voicemails are full or they just hang up on me. And even the businesses around them get call flooded. They don't just stop at those businesses. So, and I only call back maybe twice because I don't want to add to what they're already going through, because I can't even imagine it. I wasn't even there. I can't even imagine what they've gone through. It's a nightmare for them.
So now think about that, like the picture she's painting here, right? Like, so here's what's generally happening, the backstory behind it a little bit. So you get these frauditors, they come, they do the thing, they do what we see, right? And we all know that like there are times where they'll put the number up there and it'll be like a call flooding thing. But what happens is they're sycophant psycho sheeple fans, the vicious violent people who think that frauditing's cool. They see these videos, they see the names of the businesses, not just the ones they're auditing, but the one in the area, and they take it upon themselves to call these people, so much so that someone like Ray Ray tries to call them to show support, and they can't even get through her. They think that she's a troll or something because they've been dealing with so many of these for so long. They're ending up getting harassed for hours, sometimes days after the idiots leave. So it doesn't end when the frauditor leaves.
No, it doesn't end for them, and it lasts for days. I mean, by the time their subs see the video, it's only been maybe like on a live, it's immediate. Their phones start ringing like almost immediately. But if it's not on a live, it's only a matter of a day, maybe, because they edit right away, get that video up right away. By the time we get the video, it's probably been, maybe a week because we have to edit for fair use. We have to put commentary. We have to do all of that. So it's been a while, and by then they have been inundated with nastiness. I mean, their subs tell them the nastiest of things, like you know, unalive yourself. You know, just things that they would come and do to them. The nastiness, if you can imagine what they've been told, that takes a toll on them. I
Oh yeah,
cannot imagine getting constant phone calls like that. It
that's it.
angers me.
Because
It angers me to my core.
oh yeah, because these
Go-
frauditors, when they're on the street filming themselves, they know that there's a line between technically protected speech and not protected speech and hate speech and violent speech. But the callers aren't being filmed. They don't care. They'll just say whatever. Like that news reporter a few weeks ago that did the story about Anthony X, and then his fans are calling her saying, "You're a horrible Jew piece of crap, and we're gonna get you, lady," and blah blah. Like, but apparently it wasn't just that. This is a thing that happens to the businesses that they go to all the
Yeah.
time. Would you say
And
that?
I just don't understand. Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to ask is, within your
Go ahead.
experience, have you found that this happens more often than not, or does it like always happen?
It always happens.
See,
Always.
every time.
I have not found one instance where it hasn't. Yep. I haven't
That's
found any instance where it has not happened to a business where they stood outside of that business and recorded. Their intention is always to make that business look bad because that is how they get their revenue. That is how they will get that is totally what they are after.
Yep.
Is to take down that business because it's I don't know why they want to do it, but that's how they are going to get their revenue on YouTube. They don't care what happens after they leave.
Yeah, because they're narcissists, they're vicious, they're vile. Pretty much every bad word you could think of. I mean, these are horrible demonic entities. I mean, seriously, like frauditors are terrible people. The kind of people who think frauditing is a
They
good
have
idea have got to have something wrong with their heads to begin with to think it's a good idea.
zero empathy, zero care for any other human being.
Yep,
That's the only
absolutely.
reasoning I can come up with because when I call them and I hear their voices, if I even get them on the phone, the just pure, sorrow and defeat you hear in their voice is heartbreaking. You know, I've hung up the phone plenty of times and just cried because I can't tolerate. I can't even imagine being there and I put myself in their shoes and I just want to cry for them because I want to go wring the frauditor's neck because I'm like, how can you have such little care for another human soul?
Yep,
Is beyond
that's
me.
exactly right. That's exactly right. And it's so insane to me that like in their heads, kind of like what you were saying right here, in their heads, in their minds, it's this whole thing where it's like, okay, we'll go to this place and we'll give them a hard time and leave, and then yeah, okay, whatever, have a laugh about it and count our money. And it's like, but the people who you did that to, they really are victims. They have to pay for this for, like you said, possibly days of afterwards. And especially if it's a business, that's going to affect their business. People are going to have nervous breakdowns. People are going to quit. They're not going to be able to actually get phone. What if there's a business like pizza places that deal with phone calls as a major part of their business is answering the phone. Now 90% of their calls are these douche canoes calling to say, "I saw the way you treated that frauditor. You're evil. You're going to hell. Screw you, asshole. You bitch," and said blah 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 blah. Like, seriously? That's what we have to deal with now? That's what we've come to? That's freedom fighting? Oh. Do you want to stab him a few
It has
times?
zero
Take
to do
take
with
him out.
freedom. I wish I could, but it has zero to do with anything about the First Amendment. It has zero to do with freedom fighting. It has zero to do with anything but lining their pockets. And meanwhile, they're
Yep.
taking out of the pockets of these businesses because they're ruining their businesses and they're ruining these people's lives.
Yes. Well,
And
Care
all
Bear,
I want to do is
go ahead.
go ahead. All I want to do is
No, I
help a
was gonna
little.
say,
That's why
um,
I came on board,
well,
with Frauditor
that was
Ram
gonna
to
be the
work
next.
behind the scenes with him. Yeah.
Okay, right. This is the next thing I
We
wanted to ask
try
you
our
about, and
hardest to
people in
get
the
a
chat are asking.
yeah.
Kind of lay out a little bit for us of what we can do to try and do more to help.
Okay, on Frauditor Ram's community page, he has the 4 publics on there. It's a PDF. If anybody wants to go and download it, it's totally safe to download. If you want to read about the 4 publics, which is the I'm sorry, my train of thought.
Limited public
The
forum,
public
all that we know.
yeah, the limited public forum, the private, yeah, it tells you all about that. It's Mark Stout's memo that he has. And then if you want to, I can have I'll send it to you or Salacious on Discord. My email address and Ram's email address. We can send you the privacy strike letter that we have that we've been trying to send the businesses that teaches them how to file the privacy strike on YouTube and what they have a right to do because everybody has a right to their own image. And you have a right to know where it's going out there on YouTube. So what we do is if they're agreeable to it when we call them, we send them the email with the link and we tell them what channel their video was on and who the creator was and all of that, teach them how to file the privacy strike. So if anybody wants to get involved with that, we can help them get involved. So if they see a video and they see the business name, they can call and they can try and get the good guys involved.
Yes.
So if they want to, yeah, the more help, the merrier, because we can use all hands on deck here with this. Try and claw our way back from what evil they've done, what bad they've done. Anybody
Absolutely.
wants to help, anybody's welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is something that Frauditor Troll also has been advocating for is the whole privacy strike thing. Like you talk about like, well, what can we do? And you always say, well, these people are like, well, you're using my image without my permission or whatever, but they don't tell them the YouTube channel, they don't tell them this, they don't tell them that, they don't answer questions, right? So we could help get them the information. The problem, like Ray Ray is saying, they get so inundated with calls, call flooded for so much insanity over this when after it happens that you try to call them and say, hey, I want to teach you how to file a privacy complaint so you can do something back to these guys after they did this to you. They hear a call about that subject, they don't want to, they're sick of hearing it. They've been having everybody swear at them and yell at them and go crazy. No, Uncle Artie, you get copyright strikes about you just for you looking like yourself. Oh, you're trying to strike me? Uncle Artie's Bar Grill Stupidity. Put a poop emoji in the chat for Uncle Artie. No, we love Uncle Artie. Put a heart in the chat for Uncle Artie. What's up? Sorry, Ray Ray. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. And I do want to give a shout out to Frauditor Ram. He's done, before I even came on board with him, he's done, I don't know how many of these that he's sent out to different businesses that have been attacked by frauditors. And I do say attacked because that's what it is in my mind. I forget how many he's told me, but it's in the hundreds that he's done. And he's never asked for anything in return. He's never, patted himself on the back. So I'm going to pat him on the back because he deserves it in my mind for fighting now for so long to try and just do something, because, for a long time I felt so helpless just sitting here like, okay, just watching videos isn't, in my mind, I'm not doing anything, I don't believe in my mind the kind of person that can sit and edit videos. That's not my forte, so I'm not going to have a channel, but I wanted to do something. And I feel like this is my forte because, like I said, I used to be a librarian, and I'm good at research and stuff like that. So this is something I can do, and to help fight back for our community. So I just wanted to shout him out and tell him I appreciate him for
Yes,
this.
absolutely. And I appreciate you coming up and sharing with us because, like I said, I've heard your story before, and I've heard you and Ram talk about it, and I've always been part of that in my own way as well. But then, like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, we need to like really get the word out there and let people know, like, hey guys, we always watch these videos, we always get mad at these idiots. There's more that can be done. The paperwork is there. The stuff. It's just a matter of, again, unfortunately, and this is one of the things that you mentioned yesterday, that I remember and I wanted to point out is that it gets to the point sometimes where it's even more frustrating because of their fans attacking the businesses after they leave. And again, not just the businesses they attack, but all the local businesses in the area end up getting call flooded and attacked by these fans of these douche canoes afterwards. But then you want to try and get in touch with them and try to help them out. But at the same time, if you keep calling them, then you're just going to be adding to their stress level. Like, look, I already told you, lady, I don't want to talk about this, right?
Right, right. So that's why I have a limit of how many times I try to call because I will not add to that. I won't. So what I do is then I research out an email address for their business, and usually I hit on one, and I'll send a short note, letting them know what they can do, and then I let it go. I have to because I'm not going to keep adding to their nightmare. I won't
Yeah, you don't
because
want
I hear it in their
see.
voice, and
Oh yeah, and it's a balancing act too, right? So like you guys here, like I could say right now, all right, guys, call to action. Let's all get together and do this. That'd be great, and we'd be trying to help them, but they don't know that. If we all just started calling them, then there'd be a different type of call flooding on the other end. It's a balancing act between trying to help, but actually being a help and not adding to the stress of all this insanity that they're going through. I like your idea, like you're saying, like with the emails, find their email address, see if you could contact them that way. I think a little bit of a more gentler approach is appropriate. Kind of like that lady that got beat up at that cookie store. Like she didn't end up getting call flooded or anything, but all of a sudden her orders for cookies shot through the roof, you know? Even little things like that, like people could support the business itself if it's plausible. Like with her, you could just order online from anywhere. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of different things we could
Mhm.
do. Just a part of it is just making sure that you keep an eye on what these businesses are, where they are, and whatever you can to support them and help them out without adding to the insanity. Um, yeah.
Uh,
Um,
What kills me though is that
go ahead.
poor lady had to get beat up though. She had to get beat up
Well, yeah, I'd rather it not
to get,
happen.
support. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, but yeah, I mean, it is doing that too. Like if you notice there's a business that is, coming under fire, just you can reach out to them too, support them if they're a business that you think that you can buy from, maybe buy something small from them, or direct your friends if you notice that your friends are into something that they do, direct your friends towards them. It could be something small like that. It's little
Yeah,
things that will count that can help them maybe get back on their feet. You know, it's it's little things that will help.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The more we could do, the better. Um, so again, the main thing I wanted to have you come up here for was to, you know, share that information with everybody, make sure everybody knows what their options are as far as that goes, and to let people know just how much of an aftershock these idiots are causing. It isn't just what we see; it's what happens after that. It continues long after the cameras are off. Now, I got a few super chats and some other stuff to catch up with. You want to hang out for a while, or you want to just go and watch from the outside, or it's up to you.
I can hang if you're good with that, or
Oh no, yeah,
that's your
absolutely, I
show.
love it. No, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, I'm just
cool.
I'm gonna do some happy dances
good.
and have some fun. And you want to hang out? Let's hang out. All right. Let's start with $1.99 from Uncle
Let's hang
Artie's
out.
Bar and Grill Stupidity. Play the Turd Snurdly and Voodoo Talking. I will. I got it queued up. That'll be the next thing I play. All right. And here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see, who else do we got here next? Oh, £5 from Welsh News Network. Don't let Artie win. And here's a happy dance for Welsh News Network once again. But wait, you know what? Let's do it right since it's for Welsh. Got my Welsh News Network hat on. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. As soon as I got some Uncle Artie's merch that I can put on, then maybe we'll talk about him possibly winning. Oh, no. Is that a bribe? Never. Call Turd Snurdly. He'll tell you. Danny for $2, $2 to help Artie not win and to taste the voodoo doll. You got it. Let's go.
Danny, every single day with you, Danny. You know, you and that scumbag Blackheart Knight. You two are the worst. The worst! Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna audit your library, your city hall, your swimming pool, your lawnmower. I'm gonna audit your ding dong dang dong dang dang damn it. What's the Third Amendment? All right.
Thank you very much. All right, let's see. Who else we got? Who else we got here? Oh, we got $9.99 from Kimmy Wrangler. Good morning, Hez and Ray Ray. All right.
Good morning.
And here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you very much. All right, I think that got us all caught up on the fun stuff. Oh, look at this. We got, oh no, it's on now. It's on like Donkey Kong. We got $2 from Blackheart Knight. This is for protection, calling me a scumbag.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're not a scumbag. You're a bag of scum. Blackheart Knight. Oh, it's over, pal. Your day is coming. You're going to be on Hez's Saturday show real soon. And I'm going to be there, baby. Yeah. I'm getting this damn thing off my ankle. And I'm getting out of here. You hear me? And the first place I'm going is to your local gas station. And I'm going to audit the pumps. That's right. And I'm going to make sure that they're selling tire. Ow. Come on. Ow. Hey, stop. Ow. I can't get away from it.
I had to mute myself because I'm watching also as a fan and I'm laughing and, you know.
Well, that's good. It's better. That's great. I wouldn't need a laugh track. Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank you. Holy crap! $10 from Highway Star. Good morning, Hezokuai, Ray Ray, and everyone. Oh, Voodoo, you gonna get it now? Osmond Records, my butt. Oh my goodness, here we go.
All right, look. I know. The very first, woohoo, good times you ever had was looking at Marie Osmond. Huh? Yeah, Donnie and Marie, your favorite band of all time. You can't fool me, pal. I know all about the I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. And what's that other one? Crazy horses. Woo, crazy horses. Yeah, the Osmonds rock and roll all day long while you get ow! Stop it! Ow! Cut it out! No! Stop! I got a camera!
Yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, so now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have fun. Since we're gonna keep that vibe going. I got a request from last night's live stream on Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. Michael X, good morning, good to see you. All right. I got the best fans in the world. And now we're gonna watch some crap from last night. This was live last night on Artie's stream. So I don't even remember what the heck happened. I just know that we were having some fun. So let's see, where the heck is it? There it is. All right, here we go. That's Turd Snurdly, me, and Logan Sandman. All right, hold on.
About joints, I can sing that song.
Right? Yes. Oh my goodness gracious me! Yeah, that reminds me of the 1990s. Let's just put it that way.
1990s, you kid.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Unfortunately,
yes.
All right, I'm in prison right now, but when I get out, I'm coming for you, Hezokuai. And as for my client, you bring my client up right now. We need to discuss a few things.
All right. Hold on. Let me
if you're coming for Hezokuai, bring Pruno.
All right, what? Buddy.
Hey, come on, man. What's up? Did you mount my defense or what?
I got it all prepared. I promise you, you will be walking free. They won't get you the death penalty. Not at all. No. For all the nickels you paid me from your frauding should get you free anytime soon.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, listen. Since
shit.
I know we're not supposed to. What?
This is gonna get interesting.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Listen. I know we're not supposed to.
Here too.
What? What?
What's going on? Who's the baby?
Artie,
Trying to tell me
drop
what's
your
up.
link again, bro. Get Mike and Mark up here on the freaking panel.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm not Uncle Artie. I am Turd Snurdly, you son of a bitch. Picture is down here, Turd Snurdly.
This is a private conversation between me and my attorney. Listen, Turd.
It's lawyer-client privilege, so shut up, Logan.
Privilege, man. Look, this is privileged conversation.
Logan, I'm going to drop you backstage for a minute so I can talk to my client, and I'll bring you back up.
Hey, listen.
All right, this is for your show tomorrow. My client, lawyer privilege, yes.
Yes, look, just because we're private, man, look. I know that the case we're working on right now is the one with the child support or whatever, but can you do anything about the pimping thing? Like, that stuff actually is like illegal. And my stable of girls, they've been working with Artie's strippers, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's perfectly legal, don't worry. Uncle Artie sniffs that cocaine, that special powder stuff off of his nose. That's on his nose, off of a dead stripper's body, off of her belly button. So if he can get by with that, you can get by with just about anything.
All right. So we're not going to talk about the dead hooker in my trunk then?
Well, as long as it's in the parking lot. Chad Goo doesn't care about that. As long as it's in Ironton, what happens in Ironton gets buried in Ironton.
Yeah, right on. See, I know what's up, man. Hey, what about that Raggedy Andy doll? You know what I'm saying? You think you could get me off on that one too? What I did to that?
You mean that one doll that's possessed and all that? Yeah, we might be able to do that. Yeah, we might be able to do that. Well, as far as that jaywalking ticket, you might be looking at the death penalty.
Ah, crap. See, I knew it. These damn tyrants, these cops, they let you go for child support. They let you go for pimping. They let you go for having a dead hooker in your trunk, but you jaywalk and you're locked up forever. I knew it. Dag nabbit. Listen, look, I gotta go to bed. I gotta be at
You see,
Hezekiah's.
this is what happens when you jaywalk. I got 60 days in jail only because I'm an illegal lawyer.
Oh,
I
crap.
mean, wow,
You're a what? A what? What kind of lawyer?
illegal.
Oh,
I do things that other lawyers are scared to do. I tell judges where they can go, and in the middle of the night, I audit them. I hold the camera up right in front of their face, just like this, and I go, "Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?" And I get thrown in jail. That's what I do.
Yeah. All right, brother. Listen, Hez is telling me I gotta go. We gotta go to bed.
Tease him, tease him, tease him.
Wait. Oh, you want me to tase Hez? Yeah.
Yes, tease Hezekiah.
That'll teach him. Ah!
Sorry about that. All right, that was Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill stupidity from last night. Yay. That was the interview with News Now Voodoo and his lawyer, Turd Snerdley. All right. So, that being said, looks like, oh boy. And then, I picked a great time to come in. Smitty's broken. What, a talking Lego? Because the Devo hat. Oh, man, that's awesome. Uncle Artie looks like he's wearing a Moore hat. Zerzu said, I'll be right back. Smitty said, all right, bye. News Now Voodoo said, I didn't consent to you recording this interview. Oh, yeah, we need more likes. That's right. Heading into a meeting. Love you guys. All right, you too. Have a good day. Have fun. Illegal is a sick bird. Oh, that was live, not recorded. Oh, no. Care Bear, big hugs. Yes, as always. And as always, Uncle Artie is missing. Yeah, he came in here and requested I play that for him, and then he ain't even here to watch it. What a douche canoe. Oh, you got a bruise on your knee, Leland? I'm sorry. Oh, wait, Graham wants to know who leaked the footage. Where's the client-lawyer privacy? This case has so many layers now. That's right. By the way, Graham had Voodoo Bob involved in the trial as well. That's going to be amazing when that comes out. You guys are going to love it. So what do you think about the whole News Now Voodoo being on trial for back child support? All right. Oh, yeah, there we go.
I think he should pay.
Yeah, right. Me too.
I think he should pay. Don't be a deadbeat voodoo.
That's right. Deadbeat voodoo. Boo.
And he should leave Blackheart Knight alone. I don't like he's picking on him. Leave him alone.
Yeah, voodoo. You hear that? You little punk.
That's where I stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what side I'm on. Come at me.
Oh, you're gonna give Ray a hard time. I'll have to smack you upside the head again, boy. All right, he's shaking in his boots. He's scared. After he saw that footage just now, he didn't know that was recorded. He thought it was a private conversation. It was going to be broadcast. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious me. So what I got on deck next is kind of going back to what we were talking about, the whole idea of like the private business thing. And it also has another dimension. What I have here is and I'll be kind of like playing, pausing, bouncing back and forth a lot. I have this is something that I've covered before, but well, actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Before I get into that, because that's going to be a big thing, let's start with something a little different, because there's a video, and I've covered this video before, so many of you may have already seen it. But the reason why I wanted to show this is because there's a channel. It's an Australian anti-auditor channel called Aussie Imbeciles, AUSSIE Imbeciles. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the chat. And then Salacious, hopefully you can add this to your repertoire. And whenever I see a new anti-frauditor channel pop up, I always like to support them. So I thought I'd show this more for just, so we could get to see what this guy's doing, what his style is. We got another $2 from our star. He needs to quit messing with me too. Tase him. All right, here we go.
Ah, crap, Highway Star. You know what? All right, fine. You know what? I'll stop making fun of the fact that your favorite band is the Osmonds, okay? I won't mention anymore how much you love listening to Osmonds records and how you have all of them. And I will not mention that you got Donnie and Marie's autograph and you have it in a frame on your mantelpiece. I won't tell anybody all of the secrets about how you have a Donnie Osmond suit that you like to wear when you go to the beach. And you, I don't know what that means, but ouch! Ouch! Donnie and Marie rock! Ah!
Well, all right. That was interesting. That guy has a mind of his own sometimes. Mark Rules is in the house. What's up, Mark? He has Ray Ray as a guest. Hell yeah, I do. I had her come up here to talk about how the work she's been doing has made her realize that when a fraud is over, it's not over for the victims, especially the people out of business, because of all the call flooding and all the harassment they get from all the Frauditors fans, and what a horrible nightmare they make it for these guys. And suggestions of things we could do to help get these people aware that they are able to make privacy complaints against these videos and to help them find them, etc., etc. Yes. Is the kid show over? Yes. Yeah. It was Uncle Artie. He wanted me to show it, so I showed it because News Now Voodoo was a guest. Whatever. Anyway, let's get back to, like I was saying, we got this new. Did I put him in the chat? Here, wait. There you go. So this is again, it's Aussie Imbeciles, and this video is called "Sovereign Citizens Traveling, Not Driving, Mass Fail Court Again." And again, I've shown this video before, but not this Aussie Imbeciles version of it. And so I thought it'd be interesting because, like I said, I always love to support whenever I see a new Frauditor channel pop up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. If you like what you see, go ahead and give them a like and subscribe to their channel because we need all the support we can get because these guys definitely got plenty. Unfortunately.
Just required to produce a driver's license.
Oh, so I don't use a driver's license.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I get you to state your full regulation?
I can show you though. I have this. This is what I use. This is my certificate of competency.
Well, I require to produce your driver's license.
I don't drive, you see. So that's why I don't use a driver's license. I'm not required to have a driver's license.
Cool. What's your full name, sir?
So my name is James.
Your full name?
James the Traveller from Macedon, son of Peter and Karen.
Your full name, sir?
That is my full name.
What's the name on your license?
So I don't have a driver's license. I don't use a driver's license.
Okay, is this your vehicle?
This is mine, yes.
What car? What name is this car registered?
So this name is it's registered in the legal fiction's name.
And who was that?
James.
James who?
Yeah,
you went to the South Court
me.
Magistrate Court yesterday where you were disqualified.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a notice to appear again today for disqualified driving. Okay?
Okay, but I don't drive. I haven't been driving.
That's all right. Who drove the car here?
I didn't drive here. I travelled here.
How did the car get here?
I moved it.
You moved it by controlling the controls of the car?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you, that'll do.
Yeah, I didn't drive it though. Driving is a commercial term.
Okay,
if you do refer to the Black's Law Dictionary, you can find the definition, and that's the code of conduct that you work under. That's the legislation.
All right,
and so, if you're working as a taxi driver or a truck driver, when you're engaged in commerce, right, then you are a driver. But because I'm not doing that, then I'm traveling.
Okay.
That's the technical term.
All right, well, look, the notice to appear I'm going to give you is for driving, and you can explain to the magistrate you are travelling.
Okay, I'll write them a letter and sort it out.
This is a notice to appear for you to appear at the Caboolture Magistrates Court on the 6th of February next year.
Yep.
8:30 in the morning. The allegation is 12:47 p.m. today. Buchanan Road, Briarfield. You're a disqualified driver.
Yeah.
If you don't appear on that day, a warrant can be issued for your arrest.
Yeah.
You need to be in a position on that day to issue either a plea of guilty or not guilty. So you need to get legal advice before court and get some legal advice. You understand that you can't drive because the court's disqualified you?
Well, I don't understand anything.
They're not issuing a permit for you to move the
Why not?
because they don't have to.
Well, but why though? beyond they don't have to. Why would they
No,
not?
they don't have to. I'm only here to do with the license details.
Yeah, okay.
They're dealing with the registration events.
Yeah.
And they've chosen not to issue a permit for you to move the vehicle. So.
Oh, just what? Why though? But why have they chosen not to? Do you
I'm
know?
dealing
Or?
with the license events. They're dealing with the registration events.
Okay.
So
who do you mean, Matt? That man there?
Whoever issued the infringements for the registration
Yeah.
is the one you want to talk to about that.
Yeah.
But they don't have to give you a permit to move the car.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be standing here. We do things because we want to do them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now, do you understand you cannot drive?
Well, I don't drive.
You're disqualified for a month?
Yeah. I don't drive. Yeah.
You
That's why I was trying to
All right,
educate
well,
you about the technical term of that because I haven't actually been
I'm
driving.
not interested in your theory about driving.
No, it's not
and
theory.
taking-
It's fact. It's objective. Like if I'm going to speak in theory, I'll let you know. But this isn't theory.
All right.
Yeah. I thought, as someone who works as a public servant, maintaining the peace, you'd want to be educated about what is truth and what is fiction. And driving, that is a commercial practice. Do you want to look it up on your phone on Black's Law's dictionary right now?
Did you know that the Transport Operations Road Use Management Act has its own dictionary?
Sure.
That defines
And
drive?
do you know the Criminal Code Act 1899 is a superior act to the Police Powers and Responsibility Act and the Road Transport Management Use Act?
Well, it's not, because they deal with different offences.
Well, it's a higher code. That's where they get their jurisdiction from. But it's still But offences, the definition of offence is in the Criminal Code Act, and that is a superior piece of legislation. That is the code
I'm not going to.
Oh, just that you don't know this. You should know this stuff. This is some basic stuff.
Negotiate with you about.
Oh, it's not negotiating. It's just discussing your legislation.
Sure that you know that you cannot drive a car until your disqualification finishes.
Yeah, I don't drive.
Now, if you don't appear on that day, they can issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yeah,
You
I'll
understand
sort that out. Yeah.
All right. So, what's your opinion on sovereign citizens making their Black's Law Dictionary and other American arguments in other countries?
Well, back when I first started watching Frauditor videos, I saw a sovereign citizen, I think it was in England or somewhere like that, get confused and tell a policeman over there that he was trampling over his First Amendment rights. And that hooked me in immediately because, I mean, come on. Know where you live, at least. If you're going to do this, know where you live. Know your own laws, not another country's laws. If you're going to get them wrong, at least know your own country's laws to get wrong.
Yes.
Yes. Come on.
And it's bad enough they all misquote Black's Law Dictionary, but to use it in another country, like it's a law dictionary referring to American law.
Right. So get your own laws wrong, not another country's laws wrong. I mean, we have enough of our own dingbats to deal with here. I mean, get your own country, stay there with your own laws,
Right?
I swear, there's so much stupidity in the world. Why does this have to be a thing?
Yes, thank you.
Can't we just worry about the can't we just worry about the bigger things? Why do they have to make this another thing that we have to deal with?
Right.
Ugh.
Peter K for $2.
Why?
Stupidity has no boundaries. Here's your happy dance, Peter.
True that.
All right. And since you got the Texas flag there and everything's bigger in Texas, I'm going to give you a big happy dance, a big Texas size happy dance. All right. I missed. All right. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Yes. Soft living in the YouTube bubble. I don't think they know what a dictionary is, says Katie said. Hey, there's Holden McGroin. What's up, Holden? Good to see you. All right, that's enough of that. All right, let's see. But in the UK, laws would make it clear you need a license, insurance, etc. Better to use your laws and not be guilty. There you go. To use American laws. That way you won't be guilty of breaking their laws. Unclean Hands, what's up? He's saying hello to you, Ray Ray. What's up?
Hey. Hi, Unclean Hands. Or Unclaimed Sands. whatever your name is. We don't know.
Yes. Well, his hands are clean now. My mom gave him some soap. She legitimately did, like IRL. It was awesome. All right, Uncle Artie's bar goes stupidity. Me love Ray Ray. Come up on my panel sometime. Oh no, she's got too much class for that.
Okay.
Let's
Oh
see.
my
Some of them actually think they're pulling some
Yeah,
kind
I
of
just
chess move. No, go ahead.
yeah, I just
Go ahead,
don't
Ray Ray.
understand them sometimes. They just don't make any sense at all. These sovereign citizens to me don't make any sense. They don't.
Yeah.
They talk in these
And
circles that they come back around and then their heads are up their own asses. I'm sorry, am I allowed to swear?
No, it's all right. It's all good. I don't care. Don't
Okay.
bother
Yeah.
me
I
none.
mean they talk in so many circles. By the time they come back around, they find their heads up their own asses. I mean, it's
I like that.
why are they doing it? Yeah.
Oh, Zurzu.
Oh, cupcake
Well, Black
dance.
what's that? Oh, look, Archangel, look
Cupcake
at that.
dance.
That's a cool looking font. I like that. Dino's also in the house. What's up,
I think
Dino?
somebody said it was time for cupcake dance.
Oh, 8:20. Time for the cupcake dance. Yes, here we go. All right, Cupcake, I know you're watching. Let's go with the cupcake dance. All right. Thank you. All right. Since it's Monday, I'm going to give you a double trouble. Here you go, hon. All right. Thank you. All right. We all love Cupcake. That's awesome. Awesome.
Have a good day, Cupcake.
Yes, have a good day. Great day. And just in case anyone in the audience doesn't realize that there's a little bit of a delay between me and Ray Ray, because that's why sometimes, we might kind of like talk over each other, but we're not really. It's just like there's a delay. That's all. It's part of YouTube. There's always a bit of a delay. So yeah, right, Ray Ray.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm on a laptop that's like Jesus threw it down the mountain. So that's probably why.
No, it's fine. I'm not complaining about it. I just want to make sure that the audience doesn't think that I'm, like being rude. Like, it's there's a delay. So sometimes, you come in and I already started talking. So I don't want to be like interrupting you, but, look at this guy. Here's the problem with you, Artie, is you come in here, you say something, and then you leave, and then I respond to what you said, and then you come back, hey, how come I didn't get a response? I played your video. I had like 90 people in here. I played your video, and it dropped down to 40, and it's just starting to come back up. No, that's not true. I'm just messing with you. Me and Artie always mess with each other. Ironton Auditor's in the house. What's up, Ironton? Great to see you. See, people like him are one of the reasons why sometimes I give these people the benefit of the doubt, which actually brings me back to something that I was talking about yesterday. And I think actually you were I think it was on Ram's stream when I brought this up. I was on stream with he was just in here, but he's gone now, I think. Caucasian Sasquatch. And he was talking about, well, he had a guest on, and oh the heck, what was her name? Oh well, I got distracted by 2 pounds from Welsh News Network. Don't let Uncle Artie ever win the raffle for 2 pounds. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right, thank you. But anyway, he was interviewing this cop watcher / auditor who was talking about like, well, I think that auditors need to be polite and do the right thing, and I really think that they do whatever. And then we went and watched one of their videos, and it was crazy because the audit itself was everything that I always say would be great if they did that, like an Ironton auditor type audit. But the problem was the on-screen text she put when she edited it all was put on there to make the cops look terrible. And it's like, what the hell was that for? Like, were you was that on the stream you were on? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember that?
Yes, we watched
Okay.
it last night, and we just could not figure out what she was about.
Yeah, right. It was just like what? Wait, here. Let me pull it up so that the people in the audience know what we're talking about, because this was very confusing in a lot of different ways. I just gotta. Oh, there it was. AJOT, AJOT. That's the name of the cop watcher / auditor, whatever. AJOT. All right, so here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Let me get this on screen. So Caucasian Sasquatch was interviewing AJOT, and she was saying a lot of things that made sense about how she doesn't like how auditors handle this. She doesn't like how auditors handled that. And it seemed like, okay, so here's somebody who actually knows what they're doing, what they're talking about, and knows how to do it the right way. And then we watched this video. And again, yeah, Ray was there with me and Ram, and we watched this last night. But I want to watch this with you guys, and I want you to pay attention and see if you're seeing it the same way that I did. And I think Ray agrees that, like I said, if you just pay attention to the audit itself, she's doing actually a great job. She's not interfering. She's not getting involved. She's not going crazy and making a scene and acting nuts. But if you look at the text she puts on screen, she's still trying to make it look like the cops were these horrible, like it was bad. I don't know. It's almost confusing. Like, which side of the fence are you on, lady? Here, check it out. Tell me what you guys think.
To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill.
You cannot stop me, I'ma make it to the top spicy. Call a covenant, not cocky. You cannot break me, this world's mine for the taking. Got an inch, man, I'm making. Oh, I'll keep my head down and grind and be patient. I'll take a stab at the top of the sailing. They can all try, but you cannot contain it. Cause I see the things that I want and I take on my goal. Push myself to the brink, no limit. Do what it takes to be free, committed. I'm a little obsessed with things, I'll admit it. But that's what it takes to get a freedom ticket. Got a killer instinct and it's just the beginning. Breaking down. No, to make ready to stand.
All right, here we go.
9249 9330.
You ain't gonna have a calculator in your pocket.
Yeah.
He's lying.
Right.
I'm just saying. Now you
They're
got
having fun with them. They're laughing.
Right. Exactly.
It's not even the calculator anymore. Right. It's some human knowledge. Yeah. Well, I hope y'all have a safe night.
Awesome. Thank you.
Where's all the action at? Come on.
Yeah, there was a murder last Tuesday.
Yes, I've followed the news.
Yeah. So, I mean, Sixth Street. I mean, honestly, like it's pretty quiet. It's been pretty quiet outside of kind of that area tonight, which is good, right? That's what I.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I hope for.
Right.
Honestly.
I'm not a big. I don't do drums too well. So, you know what I mean? Walking down on 6th Street, people slur. I have a zero tolerance for drums.
Well, you bumped into me. That sometimes people get upset. Do people ever get upset?
Oh, yes.
But do people get upset when you're?
Oh yeah. You get a lot of people that don't understand.
I just put a video. A guy, came up to me and tried to knock my phone out of my hand.
At Como County Jail.
Yeah.
That's a brand new jail on Como County. Okay. Right there on 35.
Como.
Brand spanking new building. I'm not familiar.
You guys put this on YouTube? Right?
Yes.
You got a page?
You're actually live on.
Oh, do you mind if I ask you what your page is? Look it up.
Mine's AJOT. 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 American Justice of Texas.
And I'm told for life. toe for life.
Okay. All right.
Like the toe.
Right.
Not like your toe.
Right. Not
So far,
like the
so
big
good,
toe,
right?
Yeah, I know you.
Okay, she put a little joke about his toes.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a tough job.
Still nothing
Yeah,
bad,
I've
you know.
seen the cable break before.
We had a tow truck. They were doing a repo somewhere on the east side. We were down on 6th Street. The tow truck comes screaming up, sees a bunch of cops, and stops. There's a car following them. There's a shotgun in the back because they thought they were.
And notice how when you're nice to the cops, they cooperate, they
I
hang
never
out,
seen
they'll
that.
give you information, whatever, no problem.
And I'm sorry, what's your name and badge number?
Follow.
Oh, he's right here.
I'm saying it too. I'm showing you.
Yes.
So you know I'm not fibbing, right?
No, you're good. You're good.
Kind of follow 5261.
We have those ones that say, right here and right here.
Oh yeah. I know that's right. I was pointing to it and saying it.
So and
AJOT.
AJOT. Cool. Good meeting you too.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Bar closed, so heading down to Street.
So what do you guys do? Have to funnel people out of there or what? Because like I said, I'm not a
So
I've never been out.
tonight we don't close the streets down. So when the bar closes, everyone gets pushed out onto those sidewalks and start walking in the street, stumbling in the street. People are crammed on those sidewalks. People
Right.
Start bumping into each other, getting mad at each other because everyone's been drinking.
Mhm.
People have been drinking. So they just try to prevent that stuff. And that's what led to the.
So what you're saying is that is where the action's at, but you can also become part of the action if
Potentially.
you're watching it.
Potentially. Yeah, you just gotta
You might, but not me.
be observant. That's the best thing.
Observe and record.
Observe and report, she says. So now again, so far,
Fair enough.
nothing going on,
Know your
whatever.
limitations.
It's all good.
Right, yeah, see, at least I know, you know what I mean? I know I'm not.
She's not interfering, she's not
Well, hey,
acting
it was nice
crazy.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
All right, y'all take care.
Thank you.
Hey, tell everybody in the chat hi, bye.
Hi, bye. Good talking to you guys.
Beautiful, nice interaction. It's all good, right? Cops passed.
All right.
Beautiful. Uh-oh, here we go.
What's wrong? Okay, hold on. You go ahead and have a seat. We're gonna discuss. You come over here. Just have a seat. We don't need to.
I don't want to talk. I want to get away from me.
I understand. Can you come over here?
Get this off.
Okay, come over here.
Take that hoe off, Tommy, bitch.
Do you guys see the cops doing anything wrong yet? No.
And here comes another.
Okay, now here's where it's going to start getting interesting. So they hear these two people freaking out. They don't know what's going on. Immediately he gets on the horn and says, hey, there's something going on down the street. So this guy pulls up because they don't know what these people are doing. All they know is all of a sudden there's some sort of altercation in the street, right? So they have to investigate it. They have to find out what's going on. So this car pulls up, and now, again, just watching what's happening on the screen, it seems like the auditor, Frauditor, whatever, is pretty cool. But then you look on their on-screen text, and it's like, and she even makes a comment about, oh, he's parked the wrong way. And it's like anything that she could find to nitpick and complain about, the cops are doing something. They got to be doing something wrong, right? They can't possibly just be doing their job. There has to be, she has to find some reason, something to bitch about.
That one is 7751.
So did you see that? That was the first one. She does this on-screen text. She's still being cool, but she puts the text on screen saying, oh, that cop parked the wrong way. PSA
That
parked
one
the
is
wrong side of the road, facing the wrong
7751.
way. Yeah, all these cars are
7751.
facing the same direction. But she didn't have a problem before.
And we got a 4
It's our lucky day. And of course, I'm not live. We got a female.
Hey.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right, now my favorite part is coming up, and this part coming up is where I really got confused with this audit, because here she is filming this whole time and everything's going good and it's being the way, like, if every audit went like this, the actual audit itself, I don't know if I would be for or against it, but I definitely wouldn't be sitting here complaining about these people. They wouldn't even be on my radar, to be perfectly honest. But then the text on screen comes up and it's like, okay, so you believe in handling audits this way, but selling it to your audience, you have to do this to try and make it spicy so that your audience will eat it up that the cops are horrible. Now, these two last cops that just showed up, like I said, the first few cops, they call for backup. So now these guys show up and we don't hear the conversation, but obviously if you have a brain, you could figure they called for backup. The backup came. They're like, oh, it's just these two people just having an argument. It's no big deal. There's no, violence or anything going. You can leave. And so they leave. So what happens when they leave with the frauditor? Watch this.
They're standing in the way.
A pig banging on the floor, laughing, dismissed. They got dismissed. Look at the piggy. The piggy got dismissed. Like, seriously? Like, what do you think about that, Ray Ray?
To me, she's like a keyboard warrior, somebody who's afraid to say to their face what she thinks, but then goes home and she's like a little troll on a keyboard. I can't figure
Yep.
her out.
Right.
I just
You're
can't.
right.
I said this. It's.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. The delay. I'm confused on the
No,
delay. I'm sorry.
like I said earlier, it's the delay. It's not, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. It's she makes the video, and obviously while she's doing the audit, she's totally cool. But then when she takes it home and edits it, she turns it into like trying to make the cops look as bad as she can.
And yeah, I'm confused by her. It's like, what are you? Are you like one of the guys like we see out in LA, or are you a nice person, or like just wants to cop watch to make sure everything is good and you're cool with the cops, and or what are you? Be who you're gonna be out there. If you're this person who's, cops are pigs and dismissed, and what's your name and badge number, or are you just polite, respectful, and just want to gather what's going on and disseminate it to your audience? Which are you? Be who you are, not both.
It's like she can't decide, just riding the fence, Anyway,
Yep.
let's see what happens after this.
Don't do that.
There's an undercover. How's the undercover?
No, I'd say Long Island Audit is pretty passive aggressive. He's getting more aggressive now, though.
0148 is that fourth vehicle?
Speaking of which, that reminds me that $4.99 entitles you to a happy dance. All right. All right. Thank you. Yes. What's up, Frauditor Wrangler? How's it going? We're just watching this video of this frauditor I discovered last night, called what's her name? K dot or A dot, something like that. And it's kind of insane. We're watching this video, and oh, well, by the way, Ray Ray's here. In case you didn't notice, say hi, Ray Ray. All
Hi.
right. There's a delay. Anyway, so yeah, we're watching this video of this frauditor who does these cop watches, and it's like a real legitimate cop watch, like the kind that we would actually like I wouldn't even, like I said, if they were all like this, these guys wouldn't even be on my radar. I wouldn't even, be thinking about talking about them. But afterwards, she takes the footage home and edits it to make the cops look bad with on-screen text. It's ridiculous.
Marty, do you want to ride with you? Want to ride? No, I'm okay. I see that. I want to come together. So I'm going to write a report about what happened. I'm going to tell what both you said. Okay? Hey, I'm not.
So that officer apparently knows.
Well, this lady is in Texas.
Personally knows the one in the white.
Yeah. Hey, are you going? I want to talk to him. Can I talk to him?
Hey.
Honey, for real? He'll be around tomorrow. Hi, man, go. Hey, let me talk to him. Come on.
All right. Now, one thing that I do want to say, like, this isn't making fun of the cops. This is actually making fun of the poor people who were in the fight. But I have to say, just because I have a tendency to notice pop culture references, and this text with the music notes is, "Baby, come back. You can put it all on me. Baby, come back." All right. Just thought I'd point that out because I love music.
Wrong.
Yes. See, you know what's up. All right. So anyway,
Yeah.
that's enough of that douche canoe. Ajot. Oh, there it is. Somebody knows who she is. Rajara, American Justice of Texas, or something like that. She said it earlier in the video, but don't remember. Yeah. So yeah, she's, I don't know, man. We'll see, what ends up happening. Now that she's on my radar, I'm gonna keep an eye out and see if because the whole thing started with me watching an interview with her, and in the interview, she was showing a video that she made with Amazing Audits. And if you don't know who Amazing Audits is, he's one of the OG douche canoes. Like, he's really, 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 really bad. But then I think he did some time, and then when he came back, he had settled down a little bit. What's up, D-Bos? But he's still, horrible. And so she went out and did an audit with him, and she was showing that audit and talking about, I can't believe the way he was acting. Like, I was just sitting there filming, and he's screaming at people and acting like a nut. And then, well, no wonder these people are being mean to him, because look at the way he's acting. And I'm listening to her. It's like, hey, this lady actually makes some sense. Maybe she's cool. And then first time I actually saw one of her videos was actually with Ray and Frauditor Ram last night. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. No, she's, I don't know, man. Like you said, he can't figure her out. It's almost like she doesn't know which side she's on, or she's trying to play both. Colrack, what's up? Amazing Audits is nuts. Yes, he is. He's a lunatic.
And didn't she say she wanted to? Oh,
Didn't she say she wanted to?
didn't she say she wanted to come up with some, code of conduct for cop watching?
Yes, that's exactly what she said.
But then she writes that stuff on her screen.
Right, exactly. Like, okay, the code of conduct for the cop watch, but not for the editing of the video to make the cops look bad anyway. They're still selling the same narrative.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You want logic from a frauditor?
No, I shouldn't expect it, but yet I continue to, and I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too logical of a person, but how can you get up on somebody's panel and say that, and then go on your cop watch and then talk out your ass with writing on your screen? You're being a I don't, never mind.
Disingenuous douche canoe?
You're right. Smooth brain douche canoe. Yes.
That's right.
That's what I call them, smooth brain douche-canoes. Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
But Salacious
What does she say?
wanted me to say something for her because she loves my accent. So she wants me to say, "Don't you know?"
Oh yes, there you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Way back in the '90s, me and a couple of my buddies, we were because that's back when I was living in Chicago, decided to walk to Canada. And when we were up there, we were walking along Lake Superior, the Lake Superior hiking trail. And once we got up in your territory up there, like the people were so damn nice. Like all the don't you know people. Like we couldn't believe it. There were things that we were doing. We weren't like causing trouble, but stuff that would get us dirty looks in the city out there. They're like, "Oh, how you boys doing today? Oh, well, you know, we're just hanging out. Oh, well, how'd you like what do you need? You guys look cold. Like I can't do the accent, but like, yeah, you want to buy you we'll buy you a cup of coffee or stuff like what? Really? Like, is this some kind of a trick? These people are being nice to us. What the hell's going on here? We actually ended up hitchhiking part of the way, and the people picked us up and didn't kill us. It was insane. I was hitchhiking and a cop stopped up there and he's like, "Hey, where you boys going?" And we thought we were in trouble. He stopped to offer us a ride. Like not a ride, like a legitimate like ride down the road to wherever we were going. It was amazing. But we never did make it to Canada.
Well, the funny thing is oh, well, funny thing is I'm not from Canada. I'm not from Minnesota. I'm from Chicago. So
Oh, me
I,
too.
I don't know why she wanted me to say that. I don't know why,
She thinks you
but
got that accent.
I'm not from. Yeah, but I can copy it pretty well. I mean, it's not hard, but I'm from Chicago, so yeah, I'm born and raised.
Okay, so
I don't
you're
know.
one of
Yeah,
these
I just
over
do
by
the
there with
accent well.
the
Yeah,
going to the Jewels over by there and hanging out with going out to the
yeah,
Bears game. Eating
yeah.
the sausage and the
The
pork
Bears,
chops over by there. The Bears.
the Bears. Yeah,
That's
Bears.
right, the Bears.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
just
we were there
do.
for a good year.
Yeah, I can just do the accent. I'm not from there, but I can do it. I just yeah. So she asked me
Salacious
to,
is
I
like,
did.
it's the
So there
Midwest
we go.
accent, damn it.
Because I love her, I did it, and
Yay.
it's
All
fine.
right. Round of applause for Ray Ray's accent. Round of applause for the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Round of applause for Blame Canada. And I like the fact that
Hold on.
Leland says blame Canada, and then Vestige is like, I don't watch South Park. It's like, well, then how do you know what blame Canada is? Right.
White Sox news now.
Oh, Ray, Cubs or Sox? All right, White Sox. All right, that'll work. The Bulls, the Bears, the Cubs, the Sox. Women in the Midwest say, "Don't you know?" Too. Yeah, but Chicago has its own thing going on because Chicago is the like. Well, I mean, now it's different. Now it's just a bunch of people killing each other. But initially, it was like a perfect amalgamation of like right in between New York and LA. Everything came and crossed right in the middle in Chicago. Yes, Wrangler, you are my guest this weekend. Speaking of which, Al, do you know anything about this? Because I was thinking it might be something we'll discuss. It's up to you if you want to discuss it, because I'm not sure. What the heck was it? I'd have to look it up. There was something I wanted to talk to you about that has nothing to do with all this stuff. It's this website, till TIL, just one L, till valhalla.com. And here, you know what? Let me pull them up on the screen because I'll show you what this is. And I thought it's something that you would be interested in. And since you're here now, I figured or do you already know what I'm talking about? Let's see. Are you familiar with that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Till Valhalla. And yes, Wrangler, you are on this weekend, this Saturday night at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Me and Frauditor News Network are going to be joined by our special guest, the one and only Frauditor Wrangler. All right. Yeah. All right. Afraid not, brother. Okay, here, let me pull it up on the screen for you. Let me show you what this is. It's called tillvalhalla.com. And like I said, I was thinking I'd bring it up on Saturday, but since you're here now, so look at this. We got there's the Father's Day collection shop now. All right, so they sell these shirts and all that, right? But look at like the shirts, Invisible Wounds, Live for a Purpose, Proud Dad, they're all like military stuff, right? Join those who know the honor. Patriotic t-shirts shipped to your door monthly. Become a member now. Okay, that's cool. They have all this patriotic stuff. So what? Well, let me tell you, so what? Where is it? Men's, women's, memorials, accessory, more. About us. All right. Check this out. What is the Valhalla Project? You shop and we deliver. The products you buy help to give back and save lives. We donate 20% of our proceeds are donated towards reducing veteran suicide. Change lives.
You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Am I back? Okay.
You're back.
So I'm reading, we change lives. Plaques are delivered to families of fallen heroes. So they make handmade plaques with a picture and a memorial for fallen heroes that they deliver to families of people. They donate money for veterans. The vision behind the Till Valhalla Project. Corey Schaefer, a Rhode Island native, joined the Marines in 2011 and served in Afghanistan from 2012 to 2013. While serving, Corey suffered injuries and was forced to retire earlier than planned. Like many veterans, Corey struggled to adjust back to civilian life. His unit had an alarming amount of suicides, which made the battle to keep moving forward even harder. On May 10th, 2016, one of Corey's closest friends from the Marines took his own life. This was a turning point. Corey did not take the loss well, and while grieving and dealing with his own demons, he turned to alcohol. The weight of watching the most courageous people in his life fall to their own demons was unbearable. Determined to make it through another night fueled by alcohol and depression, Corey made a plaque to honor his fallen friend. He came to realize that the act of making this memorial plaque was a coping mechanism and a therapeutic way to deal with the dark thoughts he tried to shake. The next day, he gifted the plaque to his deceased friend's mom. She loved it. She shared it on Facebook, and then other people started commenting that they wanted a plaque. So Corey got to work. The demand for plaques continued to grow, as well as the cost of making them. So Corey needed a source of funding. That's when the Till Valhalla Project was born. Corey and his wife Tiffany started the company in 2017. After that was supposed to be a single plaque that blossomed into a thriving business and a way to give back. So yeah, that's something that I thought you'd be interesting in knowing about. So yeah, what does the Till Valhalla Project do? So they raise money by selling their products to make the plaques and donate to fallen heroes, etc., etc. Round of applause for the Till Valhalla Project. All right. Hey, what's up, Miss Mandy? Hey, what's up, Lisa? 20% of the proceeds, not profits. There you go. See, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I thought that was interesting, something that you might be interested in. So anyway, hey, Lisa's here. What's up? Oh man, I got the best fans in the world. Don't I have the best fans in the world, Ray Ray?
You second best. Sorry.
Oh, you have the first? Well, you are one of the fans, though. Huh?
I am one of your fans. I am,
Yes.
but I have to back Frauditor Ram because I think we share a lot of the same fans though. So I'll say that it's a tie. It's a tie
All right, all right,
between
all
you
right.
and Frauditor Ram.
Yeah, and remember that's not a compliment to me. It's a compliment to the people in the chat. Come on now. No, I know. I got you. I
Yes.
got you. Always got to support the supporters who need
All of them.
our. What?
Everybody's great. Everybody's great. I mean, we share, a lot of the same fans in the community. So, everybody's
Yeah,
great here.
absolutely.
I haven't come across anybody yet that's been, not absolutely wonderful to, to you. I mean, to him, and you both are just amazing people. You know, like he was telling you last night, that you come and you run the show every day, whether you feel well or not. You don't let it show. You are amazing. Your sense of humor. I've
Oh,
read your
thank you.
book. I I
Yeah, thank
I
you.
found it to be wonderful. Even my cat enjoyed it. I sent you the picture. I mean, he was reading it,
Yes,
fell
yes.
asleep reading it.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you're just the way you care, your passion for the community and for your show is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank
The
you.
way
I
you feel
appreciate
about
that.
us, the way you take care of us, and you're one of the main reasons that I stuck around this community is I come to you every morning and without fail, even when I was in the hospital back in March, you're one of the things that kept me going every day was coming to your
Oh,
show. And
I
you
appreciate
don't know
that
what,
so
yeah,
much.
you don't know what you did for me back then. Yeah. So I just think you guys are great. That's all. And I know a lot of us feel the same way. So I appreciate you and I thank you for it.
Oh, excellent. I thank you. That's beautiful. I love that. That was great. Oh man. Oh, you got me speechless. Me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, I've been noticing a lot of that. Like, that's one of the interesting and unique things about the fact that I decided to do a morning show is that because I get a lot of people, in Discord and through email and stuff. Um, a lot of my fans, a good number of my fans are people who are in positions where, like, the reason they're home in the morning is because of something other than, there's something else going on, like maybe if they're in the hospital or something, or, I've had people tell me that, like, they watch my show while they're doing their dialysis, they're hooked up to the machine. So they want listen to my show every day and it helps it go by faster and things like that. So it's like, I feel like, you know, honored that people would want to spend their mornings with me, and that they actually get some pleasure and some joy out of it. $1.99 from
Well, it's
Raven Ring. Good morning, Hess
you.
family. Morning blessings. All right, Monday blessings. Here's your happy dance.
Hmm.
All right, thank you. All right, what were you saying?
That's so nice.
Yes, it
No, I was
is.
just
It's
saying that's
beautiful.
so nice that, yeah.
Yeah, it really makes me feel like really, really good when I hear stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why, and like I've of course the trolls, who have been, gave me a hard time about like the raffle or whatever. It's like, oh, you're just trying to make money. It's like, no. The whole point of it is to try and give back to my audience. Like actually physically give you something, And the whole point behind doing it in a raffle has always been from day one. I know that not everybody can afford all this expensive stuff. These things cost Salacious a lot of money to make one. These aren't cheap for her to make. But, so obviously I don't want to just like lose money, but people wanted them. So it's like, well, by doing the raffle, you could win one. Maybe you donated $1 or maybe somebody else donated and put your name in the hat, and so it's like I feel like I'm doing it as a way to try and give back, because you guys support me and I want to support you too. It's all good in the hood. We all love each other. We all get along, and we all like making
Yeah,
fun of
I donate
frauditors.
to it. Yeah, I donate to it because I think it's fun. I think it brings everybody together, and I've seen so many people donate for other people, and
Yes.
I absolutely love that. And I think it's brought us together in a way that's different from other, like lives and other shows. And I like it because it's fun. I don't care if I win. I really don't. I just think it's fun, the banter that goes on back and forth, the joking that goes on back and forth. And I especially like
Yes.
when people donate for other people. I think it's great.
Oh yeah. The absolute, it's the generosity of you guys is amazing to me every month. It's amazing. Um oh, look, unclean hands. He's like, I'm lurking. I'm here. I'm here. As this show is on from 4 to 7 Arizona time, I get up early to watch the show. All right, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Yes.
It's on
Maybe
at
you
yeah,
could
it's on
donate
at
a
6
dollar and win
a.m.
something.
here, so not as early.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, what was that?
I said it's on at 6 a.m. here. It's on at 6 a.m. here, so not as
Yeah.
early as 4, but
No.
yeah. Still
Yeah,
fine.
it's 6 our yeah. 7 our time, 6, 5. Yeah, keeps getting earlier and earlier the further you go. That's why I got so many Australian fans and UK fans and Dutch and um good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So we're having fun
How does that
doing this.
feel?
Go ahead.
Um, how does that feel for you, like knowing you have fans all over the world?
Well, it depends. In general, I love it. Um, it's a little. It could sting a little bit when somebody all the way on the other side of the pond wins a big prize in the raffle because I know it's going to cost me 2 arms and 3 legs to ship it, but it's all good. Right, that's a partial joke. But no, yeah, it is amazing. Like you said, just and especially, being my age, right? Like I remember when if I wanted to make a phone call to someone in Mexico, I would have to buy a phone card or it would cost me like $20 a minute, or some crazy stuff like that. Now I'm talking to people in Australia right now and Denmark and the UK and everywhere. It's amazing how far we've come. Um, yeah, and I never like imagined it, kind of like going back to the whole idea of like the video we watched earlier, seeing these guys like sovereign citizens popping up in other countries. I never thought that there was a market for this kind of content outside of the United States because I didn't realize that this whole thing has spread to other countries the way it has.
Right, right. That's like I said, the whole reason I got into this was I started watching through Simon Dan, the Flat
Mm,
Earthers. I don't know if you've ever heard of him or anybody else did, but I started watching the Flat Earther when he would do Flat Earth Fridays.
yep.
And then that led me to watching I don't remember what channel. I think it might have been Team Skeptic did something on a Frauditor or something with a sovereign citizen over in England, and he mentioned something about our First Amendment, and that was it for me. I was hooked because I'm like, what? How
Yeah.
is he using our First Amendment over there? Anyway, that led me down the rabbit hole. But like you
Right.
said, it's like, how did this spread all over? It's like a virus.
Yes.
It's just a
A virus of
virus that's getting
stupidity.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and it's
that's
causing
one
a
of the
whole,
go ahead.
it's causing brains to go smooth. It's just causing your brain to go smooth. Just bloop, causes all the wrinkles to iron out, and that's it. You're dumb for the rest of your life.
Yes. Like like I said in one of my shorts, it's like years ago, the government started experimenting with 3D printed brains, and that's how they created the frauditors. Oh man, it's terrible. And I always was wondering this too, just in general. Like I understand how it's spread because I could see, like I said, somebody who's a narcissist, somebody who's a punk, somebody who's like, hey, you know, you're a jerk anyway. So, hey, now I see on YouTube that you can film yourself being a jerk, post it on YouTube, and get paid for it. Like, I see how that could spread and become a thing. But one of the things that I still have trouble comprehending is who, how, when, how, where did the thought even occur to someone at all? Like, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm going to take my camera and film the post office just to see if they say something about me filming in there. Like, how did somebody even come up with that as a thought at all? Like, what?
My theory is the very first frauditor ever to exist was the only smart frauditor to exist. The one that came up with the game plan. Do you know what I mean? The one that came up with the
I see what
idea
you're
because
saying.
he knew it would make money. He knew it would make money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like,
He came up with everything.
like the one
And
who
it
wrote the script for the
snowballed from there.
Sovereign Citizens too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it snowballed from there. It just snowballed because it's like a game of telephone where you say the first thing and by the end, it's not the original thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got out of control and it hit the stupid and it just splat from there. You know what I mean? I don't have the right words for it. I'm sorry. Mornings are not my best time of the day.
Oh, that's all right. No, I
Does that make
understand. Hey,
sense to you?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. That's the thing. Like, I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. It's just Mark Rules is threatening to sue me because I didn't mention Belgium when I mentioned all the other foreigners watching. Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, exactly. Like, again, it's kind of like going back to the people who wrote the sovereign citizen script, you know, or even more so, like, well, even take that as an example. There are these web pages where they're selling the fake IDs and the fake license plates and this and that. They know that they're ripping people off, but that's why they're doing it. So, like you said, I guess you could give them credit for being smart enough to realize that people would actually fall for this nonsense and give them money. But, you know, it's kind of taken on a life of its own since then, you know. Gutterman was one of the first. And, you know, once he got that first big lawsuit payout, boom, that was it. Now it's like that opened up the floodgates. And everyone was like, oh, wait a minute. You could actually make big money doing this nonsense? Let's go. You know? Crapola.
But yeah, and it's like you said, where they take the script, they know what to say, but they don't know how to apply it in the right places because they're not the original person who made it up. They don't
Yeah,
know the
exactly.
game well enough.
And another good example of what you're talking about is to see one of the things you could look at to prove conceptually what we're talking about is the flip side of that. The script that didn't work. The what was it called? The English with the hyphens in it. You know what I'm talking about? Quantum grammar.
Yes.
The guy who invented that. Nobody uses that because it's too complicated and too confusing. So there's a script that somebody wrote that didn't work. Like, wait, 5 or 6 people actually
There
bought
was a
into that?
video.
Bought it?
Yeah, there was a video I remember seeing of this guy, I think it was in Hawaii, and he was
Yep.
standing up in court spelling everything out, even like the periods and the hyphens, and I was like, "Oh Lord, I cannot
Yep.
watch this." So I understand why that didn't work.
Yes.
Fully
Quantum
get it.
syntax grammar. Yeah, Paracord Princess knows what I'm talking about. Yep. And yeah, the guy you're talking about is
Thank you.
that's how I became aware of quantum grammar, was from him. I'm in the
Ugh.
hyphen of the
That was
world of the
I
hyphen
mean,
of
that
the
was just,
comma of the.
oh, it was painful. It was painful to watch. It was, ugh.
Yep.
No, thank you. I understand fully why that did not go. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't they believe, though, that the courts have a secret system of how they speak? So if they speak a certain way, that the courts will understand them.
Well, even
Like if they say that, if
so,
they
it's
say
not
like
just
my name is
quantum.
not the all caps.
Yes. See, it's not just the quantum grammar people. The quantum grammar thing was the most extreme version of it, but the sovereign citizens and the Moors firmly believe this, and a lot of frauditors seem to believe it too. I don't think as many frauditors believe it as much as try to use it in court. But what a lot of these people do believe, especially the sovereign citizens and the Moors, they truly, honestly believe that, like, for example, if a cop pulls you over and you say, "I'm not driving, I'm traveling," they honestly believe that the cop knows exactly what that means and that that's a gotcha moment. The second you say that, you're telling them, "I know your secret language, buddy, and you're not going to trick me with your magic words because I know better." And and that's why, like, when they go to court, "Oh, I don't stand under you. I know your secret code. I'm not falling for that." And like they think the judges and the lawyers and the cops are all trained on this secret language and they all know. Meanwhile, in real life, they're sitting there looking at these idiots like, "What the hell are you talking about? Like, you're not even you're saying gobbledygook nonsense." But they think that they won't admit it. That's the thing. That's one of the if there is something brilliant about the script, it's that is written into it. Of course, they're going to say they don't know what you're talking about because they have to put on airs and keep the illusion of their control because you just broke it by using the magic words. That's why no matter what, your case is ultimately going to get dismissed.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's why they keep pushing. Okay. So that's why when they're ultimately saying they keep saying it over and over again, despite the police
Yes.
saying, "No, you're not. You're driving," and all that to the side of the road. Okay. But I'm
Right.
like, gosh, these people are stubborn. They are so stubborn. Like, all right.
Well, and then again, it goes back to the difference between people who actually understand the script and think like what I just said, and those who read the script and know that it says just keep repeating, and they don't even know why they keep repeating it. They just know the script tells them to. But the reason it was written that way is the
Right. That's
idea
right.
is it's like a secret language, and you're saying the magic words, and as long as you keep saying them, it's going to ultimately long term end with your case getting dismissed.
See, I think because of we had such a time when the courts were, mostly on Zoom because of the virus, and they were like not prosecuting a lot. A lot of them were getting dismissed. But now I think they're prosecuting a lot more of them, and I think that that's not going to fly as much as it was. So,
Yeah, and
and I also
honestly,
think that's why a lot more frauditors are also going to get a lot of their cases going through and not getting dismissed as much too.
I hope
And
so.
that's
I
making me
hope so.
happy. Yeah.
Yes, yes, making me very happy. But yeah, and that's one of the things too. Um, I actually thought before the COVID thing happened, this whole thing started kind of going downhill. In fact, at that time, Skeptic and I had a conversation about like, hey, you got to make sure you diversify your channel because like the flat earther thing that's done. So that now we moved on to the frauditors. I mean, each team was talking about like him, and Schrodinger and Radical. They all started with flat earth and then moved on to the sovereign citizens and then the frauditors when the sovereign citizens started going down a little bit. And at that time, he was talking about like, oh, these frauditors, they're going to be gone soon, But then as soon as the whole COVID thing hit, they shot through the roof. And now it seems like every day I'm finding a new Frauditor channel. It's spread like the virus. It's insane. It's like that whole thing just locked so many people in their homes to just sit and watch YouTube videos that they kept stumbling across these, douche canoes and thinking, oh, that sounds like fun. I think I'll try that.
Did you notice that every time there's a new frauditor, they always start in the post office?
Yep.
That's how I can tell. I call them the baby frauditors.
Right? The baby frauditors. It's crazy too to me because it's like, all right, so we're gonna do this, right? And it's just so frustrating to the point like what we were talking about at the beginning that set this whole conversation off. The thing with them going to the private businesses, but even things like post offices and things like that, and this again, I still always have this lingering question that none of them have ever even made an attempt to try to actually provide a logical answer to. Their answers are always some nonsense that has absolutely nothing to do with the question. But the question is still lingering and it still remains, what is it? Like, you're fighting for your rights. Okay. What rights are you fighting for? The right to film in a post office? Okay, let's say you win. Let's say the post office, they put out the word that all postal employees are to leave you alone and let you film and completely ignore you and let you identity theft all the customers. And if the customers say anything to you, we'll tyrannically beat them with a stick and make them shut up. They're not allowed to ask you not to film and all of that. Okay, great. So you guys win. Now you can film in the post office and nobody will bother you. So whose rights are you saving? Whose lives are affected by this grand gesture for freedom that you've done? Because other than frauditors, nobody wants to film in the damn post office in the first place. So who'd you help besides other frauditors?
That's
Crickets.
it. That's it. That's all they help. And my thinking is as soon as they would win, they wouldn't film in there anymore. So what is the point?
There isn't any.
They wouldn't go back and film.
Exactly. Yeah, it's it's so insane. Like, and all of the narratives that they build, all the false narratives and all the BS, and what is it ultimately for? Well, to educate people. Well, you do realize the only thing that people are learning from you is that they don't like frauditors. When they see the guy coming, they're not sitting there thinking, yay, there's a freedom fighter. They don't think, yay, there's someone who's standing up for our rights. They think, oh no, not one of these guys again. Oh shit. Right? You know what I mean? Especially these business
I don't
people we
think
were
I would.
talking about.
Yeah, I would not be excited if I saw that. I would just go the other way because that is not anything I want to see. It's not anything I would want to be involved in.
Yep.
I would not want that to be any part of my existence.
I
If I
was
saw
thinking
one
of
of them
this.
anywhere.
Oh yeah. I agree. I was thinking about this the other day, so I was wondering just in general. I wanted to take a poll. I'll ask you, and also everyone in the chat. Put a number in answer to the question I'm about to ask. How many people have you pepper sprayed in your life?
You want me to answer?
Yeah, I want everyone to answer. I want you to answer. I want everyone in the chat to answer. News No Enemy says 420.
My honest answer is 1.
Okay. All right. So you got 1.
But you
You
know
got
where I
0,
live.
0, 0, 2, 0, 0. Huh?
But you know where I grew up. So I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
right. Well,
Out
no,
of
because
necessity. Out of necessity, though.
well, see, here's the thing though. I'm not trying to judge people if they've done it. The point I'm trying to make, and so far what you said and what's going on in the chat, um, is kind of getting to the point I was thinking in my head that I wanted to make, which is people like freaking media and you know, freaking media, NC Tyrant Hunter, SGV News, people like that. It's like, okay, if you were to tell me that you got attacked and had to pepper spray someone once, I'd say, okay, I understand that. That's why you carry pepper spray, just in case you have to use it. You know, if you said 2, I'd be like, yeah, I can see that. 3, all right, maybe you're really in a super, really, really, really bad neighborhood. I don't know, 15, 30, 35, 80. I mean, at what point does it start to kick into your brain that maybe you're the issue if you have to use your pepper spray that much? They always paint themselves as the victims. Well, I had to pepper spray him because he attacked me. Well, how often are you getting attacked that you need to pepper spray that many people?
No, it was strictly out of necessity. And I'm sorry, those every time I have seen them pull their pepper spray out, their lives were never in any kind of danger.
Yep.
Ever.
They pepper spray people for touching their camera, not for touching them.
And every time that they were in any situation, their lives, even if it wasn't just their cameras, their lives were not in danger. Your life has to literally, you have to literally feel like your life is in danger to use your pepper spray, or else it's assault. Well, where I live, it's assault, or whatever they charge it in your state. But that's how you have to be. That is strictly it. You have to feel like your life is literally going to be no more. Don't use your pepper spray. Don't even pull it out.
Mark rules. I'm glad Hez doesn't ask how many times I've used real pepper on others. Like actual pepper. Yum. Oh yeah. Those damn foreigners and their cannibalism. Oh, is that the secret ingredient to Belgian waffles? Anyway. Ew. But yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like when you see someone like freaking media or SUV or any of these guys who've pepper sprayed more than 12, 14, 30, 40 people, what's the common denominator? You, the guy with the bottle of pepper spray. Like maybe you're doing something that's instigating all these reactions, interactions that you feel you're gonna do, and they're real quick to use it. Real quick to use it. It's insane. Say Amagansett Press and his little soy boy kid that he raised to be a loser for his life. Captain Happy,
Yeah,
what's up?
I just, there's no reason for it unless literally you see no other alternative or way out of the situation that you're in, and you are definitely up against a weapon that is bigger than your pepper spray. That's what I was taught.
Yeah. And what's insane to me too
So
is
they have
that,
no excuse.
well, this is their idea of education, because they'll say unironically, well, he learned now not to mess with people with a camera. Now he knows. I educated him.
You
And
did
they
not.
mean it.
There's no education there. That's bullying. That's bullying,
Yep.
and it's dead ass assault. And the times that they were not arrested for it, those cops were derelict in their duty.
I actually said that
And
on my pepper
disagree
spray
with me?
video. What was that?
Did you? Okay. I said you could come at me, disagree with me, anybody who wants to, but I believe those police, every time they did not arrest those guys for using that pepper spray when they didn't need to, were derelict in their duty. It
Oh
was
yeah,
flat out
like I said,
assault with a deadly weapon.
yeah. When I like I said, when I did my pepper spray video, that's one of the things I said in there. I was like, "Oh, wait a minute. Now I understand why the cops are bad because they're not arresting these guys." Oh, and that's what's so
That was my
so
thought.
frustrating is how much these douche canoes get away with.
Exactly. I mean, it's in the other way though. Like they're not derelict because the frauditors say they are. They're derelict because they're not arresting the friggin' frauditors for what they're
Frauditors.
getting away
Yep.
with.
Yeah,
They're because I don't
absolutely.
know. Are they afraid of the cameras because they're afraid of arresting them on camera? What is it? You afraid of looking bad? Who cares? They did something wrong. Arrest them.
Yep.
It, I can't figure out why they didn't. There's got to be a law. There's got to be a law that they broke there.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's really hard in situations like that also because that goes what's up, Scotto? That goes back very often and it's Flower Power, what's up? Captain Happy, hey, hey. Yes, absolutely. It looks like the chat in general is agreeing with you that these people should be getting arrested more often. That's one of the problems. One of the big problems with these guys is that, and this sort of goes back to what I was saying before with this whole thing and how it keeps escalating and escalating and escalating is because the actual education, like not the education that they're supposedly giving, the actual education is that as more and more, because again, we all know you walk on the street right now and just walk up to a random person and say First Amendment audit, they won't even know what the hell you're talking about. Never heard of it. But as the word is spreading and more people are getting familiar with this, more and more people are realizing that the cops aren't stopping these guys. Therefore, more and more people are deciding to take it in their own hands and stop them themselves and go hands on, which these guys have been practicing with their pepper spray and, you know, like Casey Camera Boy with his bulletproof vest and his freaking glasses and easy cameras on with his big, you know, glove, his safety glove with the steel notches on the knuckles. And like these guys are ready for a fight. They're ready for a war. And, you know, they're dressed for battle. They're prepared for battle. They're hitting the streets not to just hold their camera up like they say. No, they're looking for a fight. And eventually they're going to get it. They're going to get folded up and it's going to be pretty bad. Oh, I want to see one of these guys fraud at a Harley Riley or something. Biker bar. Some gangbangers. Fun. The
Yeah,
mafia.
go
Ooh,
fraud it somewhere in Chicago. Go
yeah.
fraud it somewhere in Chicago and see how well you come out. They'll come out with a few holes more than they went in
Yeah,
with.
right. Oh man. Hey, turn that camera off. No, you're in public.
Anyway,
Oh, all
I'm
right.
gonna
Damn.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off and listen from the chat. I've got a physical therapist coming in a few minutes, but I've had a great time. Thanks for letting me come up and explain everything to everybody. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for coming up. I'm glad you took the time. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Ray Ray. All right. Thank you so much for
Right.
coming. It was great having you. I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Thanks, Hez. I'll talk to you soon.
All righty. Bye-bye. All right. Awesome. That was great. Let's have another round of applause for that. That was beautiful. I had a lot of fun with that. Real good time. Real good time this morning. Good stuff. You know what? That was really enjoyable. I'm glad that she came up. We had a good time. This was this is fun. This is fun. So I almost don't want to soil it by getting into the next video I was going to play because it's so depressing. And we've talked about enough sad stuff. So let's look at something a little bit more fun. Where's that video okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch a video from our good old friend, News Now Voodoo's arch nemesis. Say it with me, boys and girls. Black Heart Night. All right. Yes. It's another Moore video. And who's dumber than the Moors? Who could be more stupid than a Moor? I wouldn't know any more than you. Here we go. Yeah, all right.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we're going to be taking another look at Harrison Lamont Bay, or whatever the hell he likes to call himself. As the other day, he was in court, and
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got $2 for a happy dance from Flower Power. Here you go. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. And now back to the video. It's Monday. Love you guys. All right. Let's get this starty parted. Oh, the phone's ringing.
And now here's his second appearance in as many days, where he tries to defend himself in the court, but ends up failing miserably, trying to use all those more sovereign citizen trump cards that he thinks he has, but he still ends up paying the price. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Lemons. I think it's Chester Lemon.
Let's bring him in.
I think it's up tomorrow.
Yeah, but somebody says it's gonna be, it's not gonna go.
It was not jury summons. It's going to be scheduled.
There was no jury summons?
Somebody emailed me and he said I have to be scheduled. So.
All right, because of no one's fault except maybe the courthouses, there was no jury summons for this. You can go, Ms. Corporal McCree. I got you checked in, or unless you got other ways to sign on.
Well, I'll tell
Harrison Lemon the third. Good morning to you, son. I think he represents himself. Harrison Lemon the third. Can you unmute yourself, please?
I believe he's sovereign.
Yes, indeed. He is indeed a sovereign. And not only that, but he's a Moorish sovereign citizen. So twice the fun.
I think so, too. Harrison Lemon the third. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harrison Lamont Bay here on behalf of Harrison Lamont III.
Okay. All right. So let's call the case. We had an issue with summons and a jury. Where's the trooper?
You know what, Judge? Unfortunately, I told him it was up tomorrow. I don't know what I was thinking. I said we have a jury trial Friday.
It was up tomorrow.
Oh.
But this was the final pretrial to see if it was going to work itself out, but it's not, I'm sure.
Oh, because he just called me and asked me if he needed to appear, and I said, no, I can call him right back if you.
He's in here.
Well, just, which guy is here? Okay.
Let's call the case. Let's put this all on the record.
I'm sorry.
It's the city of Detroit versus, strike that. This is the state of Michigan versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Case number SX 4195968.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got $10 from Frauditor Wrangler. Mrs. Wrangler thought she was going to outdo her husband on morning super chats. She's running errands with mom, so go me. Light up voodoo. Wake up, Mr. Sparky. Here we go. All right.
All right, Wrangler.
right, listen, man. All right, check it out. Look. Yeah, I know you're like a pro-military guy, right? Wait. How does it? Semper Fidelis? Is that it? Yeah. Semper Fidelis. Zimbabwe. Anchor. Eagle. Right? Is that it? Yeah, ankle, globe, and angle. Right? No, wait, eagle, globe, and anchor. Right? Yeah, is that it? Yeah. See, you don't want me to get tased, right? Right? Because I said, what?
I threw that extra smack in the end. Pope Phil, did you play that thing today from last night? Yeah, I did. So what? $1.99. Thank you. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you. I think I had a dream about News Now Voodoo. All right. That's a nightmare. Mooted view to voodoo. Oh no, my lips are sealed. Frauditor Wrangler, literally. Yeah, I know that. He don't know nothing. Semper Fidelis. That's right. Yeah, how dare you dishonor the... Come here, boy. That'll teach him. Yeah, man. My old man was in Korea. So I grew up, oh man, all the old stories and everything. I never served, but I was always around it, Anyway, being a little bit older, I'm still from one of those, like, I'm just the one generation separated from Vietnam, so like I always, like, all my contemporaries, my elders, when I was growing up, were all Vietnam vets, except, like I said, my dad was from Korea, but yeah, I grew up around it. All my uncles served, everybody, it was a big thing. Anyway, let's get back to the smack you in the head with a wrench. I don't know. That's how these people talk, like they got smacked in the head with a wrench.
Counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Paula Cole on behalf of the people.
All right, Trooper Shields, can you put your appearance on the record for me, please?
It's Trooper Butchkaya who's on Clemens, and he's the one who called me, and I told him he didn't have to zoom in because it's
okay. Very well. Mr. Harrison Lemon Bay the third, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Harrison Lemon Bay, spelled all lowercase Harris.
Oh, there he goes with all that lowercase BS. Lowercase, uppercase doesn't denote a corporation. I don't know where you get that from. And besides, the first letter of every name is capitalized, you bloody moron. It has nothing to do with corporations. It's just part of grammar.
O-N space L-E space M-O-N space B-E-Y. That is Harrison Lemon Bay. I am the surety on behalf of the principal debtor, Harrison Lemon III, spelled with all capital letters. For the record, Your Honor, I'm not familiar with the Harrison Lemon Bay III.
It sounds like you're very familiar with them. You spelled it out. You said I'm Harrison Lemon Bay the third, or Harrison Lemon Bay on behalf of that and the surety of that. I mean, you sound like you're very familiar with them.
Listen, Sovtard, nobody's gonna buy your freaking BS. These are professional debaters, arguers, or whatever you want to call it. They know how this stuff works. I mean, you're not going to be fooling anybody with that beneficiary BS, but I know you're going to continue on with it. So let's continue on with this little shit show of yours.
Your Honor.
Sound like, and maybe, I would guess that your mom probably named you Harrison Lamont Bay when you were born.
Your Honor, the name Harrison Lamont Bay III is a name that I am completely unfamiliar with. If this matter today is related to a name that is Harrison Lamont Bay III, I'm not authorized to speak on that name. I'm not trying to bring any type of controversy to the court or anything like that. I'm just simply here to be able to settle this matter and settle the charges and bring this matter to a close. That's it.
All right. Well, we can bring the matter to a close by taking an offer. We can give you an offer, Ms. APA Cole. You want to give Mr. I don't know how you want to be referred to, but Mr. Harrison Lamont Bay III an offer. You want to take that offer, we can satisfy it like that, or we can satisfy it like we had set for a jury trial. And the note that we received this morning was that from nobody's fault here, the court did not summons a jury for some reason or another. That's why we're not going to have that trial tomorrow. So we can schedule it for another jury trial if that's what you want, Mr. Without knowing how you want to be referred to, Harrison Lamont Bay III.
Your Honor, again, just to be clear, Harrison Lamont Bay, here on behalf of the principal debtor, Harrison Lamont III.
Okay, so Harrison Lamont Bay. What would you like to do?
Your Honor, I'd give the court notice. I'd really, I'm just looking for a plea of release today. Will you grant a plea of release?
No, I'll deny that. Okay. So how else you want to proceed? I gave you the two options: taking a plea or going to jury trial.
Do you disclaim the trust?
No, this isn't a matter of showing your birth certificate and it'll be over with. This is reality. This isn't your more soft, hard fantasy world. You've got to go through this process, dude.
I don't know what that is.
My name is granted to the court for future return with my interest. I gave the court notice, and I'm here again simply just to be able to settle these charges and bring this matter to a close.
Okay. And I gave you the two ways you.
Pardon, self. I'm not looking to overspeak you either. So.
No, I'm sorry. I gave you the two ways that you can settle it. You can settle it by taking a plea, or you can settle it by going to jury trial. I'm assuming that you want another jury trial because you said that the first time. But you got the option of Ms. APA Cole giving you an offer of taking a plea.
Just for the record, Your Honor, this is Paula Cole on behalf of the people. It's my understanding it's just two charges today: no operator's license and no insurance. And there was a violation of basic speed law, but that was an informal hearing. I just want to make sure I have the charges correct so that Mr. Bay is aware. And certainly I would be willing to work out an offer with him if he is interested.
Yeah, 16 to 20 in a construction zone.
Is that an informal hearing, or is that up today as well with the other two?
Well, if it's in default, I don't see any reason to set it aside because it's just you know, when we're you know, it just befuddles me how the sovereign people come in and they say that the court has no jurisdiction over them. And I guess you can make that argument, but The simple thing I ask in these cases is how, if the speed limit is 25 miles per hour, can you just go 50 and nobody can say anything to you and nobody can stop you and nobody can pull you over? If you run over a child, nobody can do anything to you because you're sovereign? I don't understand that.
No, Judge, they have this impassioned belief that they are above the law, that anything they do is, well, none of your business to begin with, even if they do a Daryl Brooks and, well, you know the rest of that story.
Your Honor, I keep hearing, well, two things. One, I heard, pardon me again, I did not, I missed the name, or I don't want to mispronounce the name of
ADA Cole.
ADA Cole. I heard her make mention of an insurance matter. This is the first that I've heard of.
No, it's not insurance. I think she misspoke on the insurance. It is a no ops, no operator's license, so no driver's license. It is a speeding ticket, 16 to 20 over in a construction zone. It says you were doing, the allegation says that you were doing 55 in a 35 mile an hour zone, and then it's no plate, no expired plate.
Oh, I apologize. I apologize.
So that record is corrected. All right, go ahead.
For the record, I did not violate the sole intent and spirit of the law. Nobody was injured and no property was damaged, Your Honor.
I understand that, but they didn't say any property was damaged. They didn't say that was the allegation. They said the allegation was that you were speeding 16 to 25 in a 16 to 20 in a construction zone, and they have you. It seems like they used the device to track your speed 55 to 35 in a 35.
Let me clarify for you, Your Honor. These sovereign citizens tend to believe that if there's no victim, there is no crime. Therefore, a speeding violation and a tag violation have no victims. Therefore, they are not crimes. Therefore, that's the whole reason why he wants you to let him off the hook, because he has that belief, which is a false belief to begin with, because you don't have to have a victim to have a crime.
So it is laser. It's laser, so it's one thing if you suggest that wasn't me, they got the wrong car, or I wasn't there. It's the other thing to suggest that the device is miscalculated and it wasn't working properly. I don't know what else is other defense that you could raise, but those are just two off the top of my head. And then, but other than that, I mean, other than outside of any other defense, do you say that you could just go 55 to 35 mile an hour zone?
Your Honor, again, my name is granted to the court for future return with my interest. Now, I hear you make mention of sovereign. I heard you make mention of that term, sovereign.
I mean, you may not be claiming sovereign. I don't know. That's just what I hear most of the time when I hear these arguments.
Your Honor, I'm a friend of the United States, not neutral, not anti-government. I physically reside, not statutorily, in the Union State in a non-military occupied area without the territorial jurisdiction and without the District of Columbia. I don't have a personal military. I depend on the United States for protection and security found in Article 4, Section 4, making me subject to those protections. I spend a lot of time learning on how to comply with the law of both my creator and my government, not defiling and opposing those laws.
Okay, so you depend on, let me stop you right there. You depend on the government for protection, right? Did you just say that?
That is correct. I did just say
that. Okay, so you depend on the government for protection. So the government is saying they're protecting other people because Mr. Golson depends on the government for protection. APA Cole depends on the government for protection. Attorney Harris depends on the government for protection. They want to be safe, and they want their kids and their families to be safe. So when they cross the street, people are abiding by the speed limits and the laws of the government.
Boom, roasted.
Why do? And I'm not suggesting that these allegations are true, but let's just say, for the sake of this argument right here, that they are true. That you were born 55 and a 35, right? How are you able to do that and not have and suffer any repercussions, and nobody else can?
Your Honor, I can't speak to that fact.
Okay.
Again,
So what do you want to do?
I am.
Uh-oh, the judge just gave the soft-hard a logical argument, and he doesn't have any real defense against it. So therefore, he's kind of jumping all over the place now. He's lost.
Simply here because I am looking to settle this matter as easily and as amicably as possible. There was a charge that was brought against a name that is in trust, and these proceedings are damaging rights to possession, title, and interest in a private trust that only Inherent Equity has the sole exclusive jurisdiction to recognize.
And you have not even tried to counter the judge's argument. You're just arguing more of that sovereign citizen Morris garbage that is pretty much nonsensical and fictional.
It's not. So if this is not a special court equity and it does not have jurisdiction over non-statutory trust here today, and I know the parties of the trust, and none of the parties of the trust are here today. That's why I came in today looking for a plea of release and to settle this matter in good faith.
Hey, look, hey, I'll tell you what. I might not be the sharpest knife in the drawer, and I'm probably that went way over me right there, Mr. Bay. And let me ask you this: you submitted this as an exhibit, sir? Did you submit these as exhibits? Is this your this license plate picture here?
I can't see what that.
This is it's labeled Exhibit C, page 1 of 1. It's got a Nissan car with a US dot 3940755 on there. Foreign, national, non-commercial, the Morris Empire. Is that your plate?
Your Honor, that is the plate that is attached to conveyance. Yes.
Okay, that's your plate, right?
Yes, that is.
Okay. Where did you get this? Where did you get this plate from?
Your Honor, the car has attached to it a Department of Travel number.
Oh, you slipped up. You called it a car. You didn't call it your conveyance. You called it a car.
I asked you, where did you get this plate from, sir? I didn't ask you about the car. Where did you get the plate from?
That's a private matter, Your Honor.
You submitted it as an exhibit.
I did submit the plate as an exhibit, Your Honor. I absolutely submitted that plate as an exhibit because it does speak to the fact that there was.
Okay, so on your exhibit, I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you responsible for the registered plate. I'm going to fine you $145 for that. So that matter's over with. Now we're dealing with the no ops and the speeding ticket. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to set a jury trial, or I'm going to give you an opportunity to take a plea on those two other matters.
Your Honor, so what you're saying is that there are now specific charges attached to each of the claims that were brought against the name Harrison Lamont III. Is that correct?
Yes, that's what I understand.
So upon tendering payment, I've given the court notice of subrogation and substitution. So upon tendering payment, those rights will be honored, correct?
I don't know
Those
what.
rights be
I
honored?
don't know. Upon tendering payment for the $145, then that'll cancel out the, no registration. Upon tendering payment of $170, that'll cancel out the speeding ticket. And, the other matter will have to be adjudicated. Because, the one misdemeanor will have to be adjudicated, and the 2 civil infractions you can just pay and then close them out like that. And I'm gonna find you responsible based on your exhibit for the expired plate.
Your Honor, I did not see
Your
any
Honor.
visit of an expired plate. Your Honor, I was issued a ticket for an expired plate with the plate number EJL. The name was issued a ticket for the expired plate number EJL 7110. Is that correct?
I guess so. Go ahead, Counselor. I don't think he wants any representation.
I'm sure that he probably doesn't, but you're suggesting that he would have to pay a speeding ticket, and it sounds like that would be points. I don't want points associated with that. That would be bad.
He doesn't want. Do you want Miss Harris to represent you, Mr. Bay?
Your Honor, I'm not looking for any representation.
Mr. Bay, how about this? Can we have a discussion in the breakout room? I don't have to represent you, but I just want to give you a little bit of assistance. Can I give you some assistance? Are you okay with that?
And Attorney Harris, you know that is in default, the speeding violation. And I would object to setting it aside at this point.
It's on the docket for today.
Your Honor, I hate to insert myself into this case. It is not my business. But if this person in front of us is not Harrison Lamont III, we just need to capious Mr. Harrison and move on. This gentleman is not an attorney, unless I'm sadly mistaken. He cannot represent anyone, including a name he's now made up for himself. He can only represent himself.
Put your appearance on the record, Counselor.
Alexis Schneider for the people, P80322.
Thank
you. All right. That sounds like a fair motion.
And that's.
Ladies and gentlemen, defense attorneys bending over backwards to try and help this guy. These are some great ass attorneys. They're trying so hard. And this idiot is so stupid, he won't take their help. Now think about that. What's the big excuse that all of these douche canoes use for not wanting a lawyer? Because the lawyers don't want to help us. The lawyers are corrupt. He's got 2 defense attorneys chiming in. Please, Your Honor, let us talk to him. Let us talk about him. They watch him. He's drowning himself. Because Leland's like, well, why are they helping him now? Because they see him drowning himself, and they're defense attorneys. So they're thinking they want to jump in and pull him out of the water. Because they see that he's hanging himself. They want to run in and cut the rope. They're like, please, come on, let us help you. 2 of them chime in at the same time because they're tired of watching this guy hang himself. And is he going to be smart enough to take their help? More? Let's see what happens. I'm predicting that he's not going to be smart enough to accept their help. And if he does, that'd be great if he actually does. Oh boy, what's up, K-Far? Good to see you. Anyway, let's get back to this and see what happens next. And if he actually takes these 2 defense attorneys that are bending over backwards, diving in to try and pull him out of the water because he's drowning himself. Oh man. These attorneys should be given medals of honor for offering to help this douche canoe.
It's viable, but we're also getting into a dangerous territory of unauthorized practice of law, and I don't want him to pick up charges for that or any penalty for that. Mr. Bay, can I talk to you in a breakout room, please?
Okay, let me get this straight. Because he's not technically representing himself, he's representing somebody else. That would mean he's representing somebody else without a law license, which makes that entirely illegal. So he's just stepped into something very dangerous right there. You, sir, are a complete moron, as well as all of these other Moorish sovereign citizens who have been trying to do the same thing. This is just so damn funny to watch.
I'm willing to
Mr.
have
Bay?
a conversation.
All right, very good. That's very good. I'm gonna put you in a breakout, private room with Miss Harris. All right, now we got to move on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Attorney Schneider, for your help.
My pleasure.
Your Honor,
All right.
I hate to interrupt you. I have 3 other courtrooms that are emailing me, and I was just trying to see.
Just go ahead, Miss Cole. This is not gonna. That's the little entertainment for the day, you know. So
I just was trying to find out. I have a trooper here, Chayton Lindsay, and I was hoping I could speak to a house counsel about it before I leave, because the trooper.
Lindsay?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he's checked in. Chayton Lindsay. And it's
All right,
it ends in 622.
Yes, he's here. He's here. I'm gonna bring them all in. They should have all watched.
Many minutes later.
Okay, let's go back on the record with it's I just don't mean that any disrespect, but I just don't address you. I'll say Mr. Lamont Bay the third. All right.
Go ahead, sir. So his name is, what is your name, sir?
Your Honor, my name is Harrison Lamont III. I prefer for it to be spelled capital H, lowercase a, R, R, I, S, O, N. And then Lamont to be spelled capital L, lowercase e, space, capital M, lowercase O, N. And that is the third.
Very well. Mr. Lamont III, how do you want to proceed on the speeding ticket and on the no ops ticket?
Your Honor, I'm looking to settle all of these charges today. I do not want to go to trial. I'm not, again, I've said this several times. I'm not looking to create any controversy. I'm just looking to settle this matter as quickly and as amicably as possible and good.
All right, I don't think that you're willing. I don't say that you're you don't want to be amicable about it. I mean that you're any way disrespectful. You haven't been ever disrespectful. You were in here last time and very respectful. So you just have to either take the offer and plead to it. But the problem is it doesn't seem like you're going to want to plead to it and make an actual basis about it.
What is the offer, Your Honor?
Let's get APA Cole back in here and see what she's going to offer.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, let's go back on the record with John Bay the third. Now, APA Cole, Mr. Bay wants an offer to resolve the matter. What would his offer be? And we'll just one offer for all 3.
I did, Attorney Harris did email me recently. It was expired plates, isn't that correct?
It's expired plates, speeding in 16 to 20 in a construction zone and a no ops ticket.
I would want him to be responsible on the speeding, and I would do a fail to display and dismiss the expired plates. But he would have to plead on the nose to the speeding, because that's in a construction zone. It's very dangerous.
Listen, I'm not going to, I respect your offer, Ms. Cole. Typically, if it's 3 tickets, it's one for 3. I mean, I just have to be, I just want to be fair across the board to everybody.
You know, I understand, Judge. It's just that if the trooper, they get such a hard time from Mr. Bay. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call him Mr. Bay. That he was very upset about this case, and I'm just concerned that if he going to get stopped again and still have these same excuses that he's above the laws, the traffic laws, and he doesn't require.
Well, that is a valid point, and typically these sovereign citizens do go out there again and continue to drive without driver's licenses, insurance, registration, tags, and everything like that. So it is a legitimate concern.
Well, I mean, and I'm concerned about it too. And I'm concerned about it to the point where you know, Mr. Bay, you know, I don't agree with your position in society, but everybody makes their own choices and things like that. So I'm not gonna pass any judgment on that, right? But I do have a problem, like I asked you earlier, as far as you not, it's what I get, and I am taking the arguments that I've heard from previous people that take your position, that the police officer has no right to pull you over. And I understand your position by saying that nobody was injured or nobody was hurt, but I do have an issue with people saying that they can go 16, and especially that excessive speed in construction zones and things like that, and for them not to, the officer not to have any jurisdiction over them. I just ask everybody that takes that position, how else is there going to be order? How else is there going to be, what's going to stop Mr. Lindsay from going 16 to 20? What's going to stop Trooper Shields from going 16 to 20 over, or me for 16 to 20 over, if nobody has any jurisdiction over? So I understand APA Cole's apprehension.
That is a very good argument, Judge, but unfortunately, history has shown that these sovereign citizens will always believe that they're above the law, that the law doesn't apply to them. And I do believe it will be the same thing for this more sovereign citizen, because, well, he has that same mentality. He's demonstrated it throughout this case, and therefore he's going to continue to do this, and it's going to lead to the inevitable consequences of those actions.
You're muted, sir.
I hear what you all are saying, and I'll continue to say I'm not attempting to bring any controversy in my times on the road. For example, on this instance and the time that we are encountering, or the time that we are discussing now, the construction zone was that is an area that I travel often enough, and the construction zone was brand new. The speed limit there is actually 50 when it's not a construction zone. I was unaware. It was not an intention. I'm not. When I say I wasn't intending to do harm, and I was intending to fulfill the spirit and soul of law, there's no.
Okay, now you're saying that you just lack common sense, because generally construction zones are high-risk areas where signs are posted anyway to protect the construction workers from getting hurt, due in part to motorists who will often speed through those zones thinking that it doesn't really matter. I mean, who really cares if there are people in that area helping to expand the roads or building a building or anything like that? If they get in the way, well, it's their own damn fault for being there working on the roads to begin with. I mean, that's the typical mindset I've seen from a lot of people out there who, well, engage in that kind of activity.
I wasn't. I literally am only attempting to live peacefully and be in line with with my God, and that means bringing having peace amongst and harmony amongst all of you and anybody else that I encounter. That's why I keep pointing out, hey, I'm not attempting to bring any controversy or anything like that.
Well, this is an adversarial proceeding at its nature, period. Somebody says you did something, you may say you didn't. And now you kind of give me better clarity on what was going on. And I think that does make a difference when you make that statement. Like, hey, I'm not contesting that I was going this fast necessarily, but I didn't know that the construction zone was in place. So it kind of, because what I'm looking at it as, and I'm sure APA Code is looking at it as, is 35 mile an hour zone. And if you say you didn't know, but also APA Code is looking at it as, what she mentioned is that, are we going to continue to be back here? I mean, obviously for this plate, if you still have this kind of plate on your car, probably so. But that's a different nature than the speeding ticket where somebody can get injured or killed or seriously hurt or something like that.
Understood. I have children. I don't want to hurt anybody either.
So isn't it amazing how he turns it around, right? And just think about, so he came out with his Moorish nonsense, went into a breakout room, came back, still wasn't talking right, talking about all caps and stuff, goes out again, comes back a third time. How much time has he wasted where the very first thing he could have said right at the very beginning is, it's normally 55 on that road. I didn't know that they changed the speed limit temporarily at the time. Hey, at least that's a defense. At least that's something that the court can work with. But when you just say, oh, that's not me, I don't know what El Bay is, I don't know who you're talking to, I'm all caps, man, I'm not a corporate fiction. It's like, they waste so much time and resources. They think it's some kind of magic words or something that if they say it, they're going to get off. The guy's a nut. Anyway, that's pretty much all that is. Not much else happens in there. So I'm going to wrap it up here. It's been over 3 hours. It's Monday. I got to go get my little day started, get my week started. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. It's good to see you again. I love you guys. You are the best fans in the world. The best fans in the world. As always, love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And like the Elvis gnome always says, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Elvis gnome is in the room, baby. Baby, 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 baby. Yeah. I love you guys. Good night.